Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is story about what if Naruto become master of flying Raijin Jutsu part 1. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content and comments for part 2. Do consider to subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends and check out the description as well. Let's start the video. The sun had risen just 20 minutes ago. The merchandise owners just starting to open their stands for the day's sales, wondering what their profit from a day's work would be. People waking up, or already awake, getting ready for the day's adventures. Great stone faces being admired by admirers. All seemed quiet within the Hidden Leaf Village, one of the 5 great shinobi villages. Not. Wild laughing could be heard coming from down the street in the direction of the Hokage's tower, where one Naruto Uzumaki was running from a group of chunin with paint covering their backs. Naruto was a little shorter than most kids his age, and he wore a bright kill-me orange jumpsuit with blue on the shoulders and had bright golden blonde hair. He had just performed his best prank yet, on the Hokage no less, by setting up paint cannons 5 feet from the doors inside the office of the 3rd Hokage. The cannons were set via trip wires set above the door connected to the door handle so that when the door opened it would set off the paint cannons. The Hokage, realizing what had just happened after seeing himself covered in pink paint, looked around for the culprit. Then he realized that there was laughing coming from the chair behind his desk. The chair turned around and there was Naruto pointing and laughing as hard as he possibly could at the pink paint-covered Hokage, who was probably into his early 70s. Wow. You might as well hand this chair and that hat over to me, old man. I mean, if you can get caught in a simple prank like that. Ha 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 ha, says the laughing 10-year-old. The 3rd Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, breaths in and yells, Naruto Uzumaki, you are in big trouble. Yikes, Naruto says while he jumps out of the Hokage's chair and out the window, still laughing. After him and bring him back unharmed. The 3rd yells toward the chunin. The chunin within the tower begin chasing after Naruto, wishing they could do some harm to the boy. Some wishing to just kill the boy, believing that he is the 9-tailed fox. The 4th Hokage died sealing inside Naruto 10 years ago using the Reaper Death Seal with an 8-sign seal on top. As if, haha, says Naruto as he lands after hearing the order given out by the 3rd Hokage. After landing, Naruto runs out the gate leading to and from the Hokage tower. Naruto, knowing he set up a trap in case this happened, jumped just over the trip wire he set up that was connected to even more paint cannons set just under the ceiling of the gate. The chunin, however, missed this little detail, so when one of them ran into the trip wire, it caused the paint cannons to fire at the chunin's backs with an even mix of pink, yellow, and purple, which just caused Naruto to laugh even harder when he looked back after the paint cannons fired. Which leads us to where we first began. So now Naruto is running away as he always does after pulling a prank, no matter how small. He leads the chunin all over the village, and one by one the chunin begin giving up on the chase. I don't have time for this. I got better things to do than chase a damn demon around all day. Those being just some of the things said as the chunin gave up. Meanwhile, Naruto had eventually lost all the chunin on his tail. The only problem is that Naruto had run into a part of the village he wasn't quite familiar with. By this time it had become noon, as was going to start raining as storm clouds had begun to gather during the chase. Oh man, I need to find out where exactly I am so I can go to Ichiraku's for some ramen, hee. After about 20 minutes Naruto stumbled across an abandoned property. The property had trees lined on either side of the walkway that was headed toward the house, which seemed a ways more towards the back than it was the front of the property. Naruto, seeing it was about to rain, decided it was best to get under some shelter before getting soaked to the bone. So opening the gate, not noticing the glowing seal once he placed his hand on it to open the gate. Closing the gate behind him, he ran towards the house as it began to rain. Once Naruto was in the house, he closed the door and turned on the light. Surprised that an abandoned house would even have electricity, Naruto decided to search the kitchen for some food. When Naruto heading toward the kitchen, something caught his eye. He looked at the portrait above the fireplace. Gasp! It was a portrait of his idol, the 4th Hokage, with his arm over the shoulder of a beautiful redhead with dark blue eyes, wearing a white high-collared shirt with a sleeveless dark green dress. The both of them seemed quite happy. Whoa, this is the 4th Hokage's house? Awesome. Wait a sec. What if someone finds out I was here? Oh man, I gotta get out of here. Just as he was about to leave, a loose stone in the fireplace connected to the floor caught his attention. Knowing he should get going, Naruto goes over and removes the stone to find a scroll hidden inside. Naruto knew better than to take something that wasn't his, but for some unexplained reason he just couldn't help himself. Naruto took the scroll and put it in a pocket inside his jacket so no one could see it, and it couldn't get wet in the rain. He then quickly turned off the light, ran to the gate open, then closed the gate behind himself, and began to run toward Ichiraku's as if nothing happened. Not even noticing the letter that was left under the scroll. By the time Naruto got to Ichiraku's, the scroll was all but forgotten for the moment. Hey old man, 2 miso ramen please, said Naruto when he stepped through the curtains at Ichiraku's. Sure thing kid, I was just wondering where you were at since you're usually here before now, said Tucci, the head chef and owner of Ichiraku's ramen. Oh well, I just kinda got caught in the rain, you know. Hee, says Naruto, just remembering about how he stumbled across the 4th Hokage's house and scroll. Naruto didn't think it was a good idea letting anyone know what he had found, knowing he could probably get into a lot of trouble if anyone knew just what he now had in his possession. You mean after that prank you pulled at the Hokage Tower? Wow, I gotta admit, Naruto, it was pretty funny hearing that the Hokage was covered in pink paint. Ha. Oh yeah, I got some chunin that were chasing me after that too. Ha. Naruto replied with his large grin plastered on his face. Ha. I guess the more the merrier at Naruto? Well, here you go, eat up. Teuchi replies, handing Naruto his first bowl of ramen. After Naruto finished his ramen, he then paid Teuchi and made his way home to his little apartment. Once inside, Naruto turned on the lights and closed all the curtains and went to sit at the kitchen table. Once seated, Naruto brought out the scroll and opened it. When he opened the scroll, Naruto saw that there were symbols on the scroll. Remembering that the symbols were actually storage seals, although his memory about the subject seemed vague due to lack of paying attention. Naruto tried to remember how to access the contents of the storage seals but just couldn't seem to remember. Out of frustration, Naruto slammed his hand on one of the seals. His frustration accidentally caused his chakra to flow to his hand. As a result, poof, a scroll appeared. Naruto realized finally that he needed chakra to access the contents of the seals. Picking up the scroll that was about the size of a summoning contract scroll, though Naruto doesn't know that yet, that appeared. Naruto opened it and saw an extremely complex jutsu formula, where at that beginning of the scroll it said Flying Raijin Jutsu. Ugh. Why would the fourth Hokage have such a complicated jutsu? I mean, come on, how is anyone supposed to figure how to use it? Naruto says in frustration over the jutsu's complicity. After about 5 or 10 minutes, Naruto calms down enough to think about why his idol would have such a complicated jutsu. Maybe it's because he didn't want anybody to figure out how to use his jutsu or any of his jutsu for that matter? I'll show him I'm gonna master this jutsu no matter what it takes. Believe it. 1 year later. It's been a year now since Naruto stumbled across his idol's home and jutsu scroll. Within the first month, Naruto realized that he wouldn't be able to master the jutsu without studying what the symbols in the jutsu formula meant. So he would sneak into the library late at night, since the librarian wouldn't let Naruto in due to her belief that Naruto was the nine-tailed fox inside him instead of its Jinchuriki, vessel/container. So Naruto has been sneaking in and out of the library at night trying to figure out the Flying Raijin Jutsu. So now Naruto is sitting at his kitchen table in the middle of the night looking at the jutsu. It looks like this jutsu lets me teleport wherever I want as long as I have this certain seal where I want to teleport to. Awesome! Naruto decides to test the jutsu out, so he takes his kunai and carves the seal required for the jutsu onto his floor about 5 feet from his front door. He heads back to the kitchen and performs the hand signs necessary for the jutsu. As he performs the hand signs, Naruto calls out, quietly so as not to wake his neighbors within the apartment complex, Flying Raijin Jutsu. In a flash of yellow, Naruto disappears from his kitchen to his front door. Naruto looks around, realizing he is in his living room now. He attempts to jump for joy but, instead, falls to the floor with a loud thump because he became very dizzy, which happened to be a side effect to the first 20 or so times after performing the jutsu. Once the room stopped spinning, Naruto got up slowly so as not to have a relapse. Oh man. What happened? Why did I get so dizzy? He said as he stood up. Naruto then walked to the kitchen to see if getting dizzy was meant to happen. After 5 minutes of searching, Naruto found the caution stating caution may cause dizziness and or nausea after the first 20 plus uses. I guess I should have looked at that first before trying out my new jutsu. I just wish I knew why this jutsu would be so useful to the fourth Hokage in the first place. Oh well, I guess that's enough for tonight. Now time to get some sleep for the academy tomorrow. And with that, Naruto went to bed with a huge smile on his face for finally mastering one of the fourth Hokage's jutsu. Beep 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 crash. It was 6:30 the next morning. Naruto woke up with a growl towards the alarm clock he just threw across his bedroom. Oh great, not again. Naruto says as he gets up and heads toward his closet where he has his stash of new alarm clocks. You see, Naruto has a bad habit of waking up and throwing his alarm clocks, so he bought multiple alarm clocks so he wouldn't have to constantly go out and buy a new one with the third Hokage in tow in order to ensure that they don't overcharge him or sell him an already broken one. Naruto always had trouble with having people overcharge him for everything, even if any food items were already spoiled. Eventually the third Hokage found out, and it started to die down. Although on occasion the store/market vendors would still make such attempts every now and then when they thought that they could get away with it. Naruto, of course, didn't know why they did such things like that. Parents wouldn't even let their children play with Naruto even before Naruto began his pranking spree to gain attention. Needless to say that Naruto felt neglected and also began having negative feelings toward the other villagers. Of course Naruto would never show it. Anyway, Naruto had just finished setting his new alarm clock, showered, ate his breakfast with week-old spoiled milk, and brushed his teeth. I can't wait to show Iruka-sensei my new jutsu in class today. Wait a minute. If I show off my new jutsu, people will think that I stole the jutsu. Well, I did steal the jutsu. Anyway, if I show off the Flying Raijin jutsu, then I could be in big trouble, and there is no way I would be getting away with that. This sucks. I was really looking forward to it too. On the way to the academy, Naruto noticed, but ignored, the stares of dislike and hatred directed towards him. Although he was used to it, he still didn't like it. At age 5, Naruto began to really notice the hatred in everyone's stare, and if that wasn't the case, he was treated as if he never existed. It was during one of his talks soon after with the third Hokage that Naruto realized his dream to become Hokage. Flashback. Hey old man? The 5-year-old Naruto asked. What is it, Naruto? Replied the third Hokage. How come everyone bows and is always nice to you? That's a good question, Naruto. It's because I'm the Hokage. What's a Hokage? I assume you know what a ninja is? The third asks. After Naruto nods, he continues. Well, the Hokage is the most powerful ninja in the village. He or she is in charge and protects everyone in the village. The third finishes. Oh, she? Has there ever been a girl Hokage? No, there hasn't been one yet. But it is possible. Really? How come, old man? My time as a ninja and Hokage, I have seen many things. A kunoichi, a girl ninja being stronger than a boy ninja, is one of them. I have seen such quite a few times. The third Hokage answers, relating to the memory of Tsunade's and Jiraiya's countless physical arguments. Although it was always Tsunade who was the physically violent one, Jiraiya would just take it due to his feelings for Tsunade. Really? I don't buy it. Naruto replies. HMHM. Chuckles the third Hokage. A couple minutes of silence comes between the two as Naruto thinks about their previous conversational topic. I've decided. Naruto decrees. The third Hokage replies, confused. I've decided that from now on I'm gonna be the greatest Hokage the village has ever seen, and then everyone will have to acknowledge me and start respecting me. Believe it? The third Hokage stares at him for a few seconds. Well, then we're just going to have to put you in the academy then. The academy? It's a school for up-and-coming ninja. You'll learn how to become a ninja with other children your age who wish to become a ninja or even perhaps Hokage, replies the third Hokage with a smile. Really? Then maybe I can finally make some friends and we can help each other become great ninja. But I'm the one who is gonna become Hokage, no doubt about it. Naruto replies, excited to have a chance to achieve everything he has just mentioned. Well, you will be 6 years old soon, so you will be placed in the academy this upcoming year. Wahoo! Naruto yells and jumps with excitement and joy. Flashback end. Naruto finally makes it to the academy after his flashback. Unfortunately for Naruto, making friends wasn't as easy as he first thought. On the first day, Naruto had met some of his fellow classmates, and they hit it off quite well during classes. But it wasn't meant to last, for when everyone's, but Naruto's, parents came to pick up their children at school, they noticed Naruto and immediately told their children never to associate with that boy, saying it as if they just had a bad taste in their mouth. When asked why, the parents would just say because I said so without any further explanation. Don't you hate it when that happens? Sure, there was the few occasions like when the big race for candy would come up every other weekend hosted by Kiba Inuzuka. Everyone who wanted to race and win more candy would put their candy in a large bag and the winner would get everything in the bag. Although for Naruto it was more about winning than the candy. Or when class seemed so boring that Naruto, Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akamichi, and Kiba Inuzuka would attempt to ditch class and cause their senseis Irika and Mizuki trouble. But other than that, Naruto wasn't really sure if he could count that as friendship or not, since he never even had friends before. Even Sasuke Uchiha, who, like him, was alone. Of course, Naruto was alone his whole life, and Sasuke had his entire clan killed when they were 7 years old. Naruto wanted to approach him but couldn't for some unexplained reason he didn't know. And with Sasuke always having the best scores in class and Naruto having the worst, Naruto decided to mark him as his rival in order to push himself to become the best. Unfortunately for Naruto, it didn't matter how hard he tried, he just couldn't keep up in anything. As Naruto walks into the classroom, he does what he usually does. He looks for his crush Sakura Haruno. A girl a few inches taller than him with long pink hair down to a couple inches above her waist. She wore a red battle dress with slits from just below the knee to her waist and skin-tight black shorts and blue ninja sandals. Every day Naruto would come in, locate her, go up to her and ask her out. And every time get the same answer. No. No, you idiot, leave me alone. And today would be no different. Naruto found her trying to get a seat next to Sasuke, as always, and says, "Hey Sakura," with a yo. "No. Just leave me alone, you idiot. I will never go out with you." Sakura interrupts with her ear-torturing screeching. Naruto hurt goes and sits down a few rows behind and a few more over. As he sits down, Naruto barely hears an eep, but pays it no mind. Next to him, Hinata Hyuga, a girl with white eyes, wearing dark blue pants that goes down to her mid-calves and a heavy beige jacket with a red Hyuga symbol and a yellow circle on both shoulders and blue ninja sandals. Every day Hinata would wait for Naruto to come in and hope that he would sit next to her. She would always watch as Naruto would come in, go to Sakura, ask her out, or attempt to, get rejected and walk away and sit somewhere else. Only today did it just so happen that Naruto would sit next to Hinata. Although Hinata is the heiress to the old, noble, and proud Hyuga clan, she is overly shy and lacks in confidence. Always concerned how everyone views her physically and mentally. Since a young age, Hinata was to meet extremely high standards, even for an heiress. Whether it was her clan's gentle fist taijutsu, manners / etiquette, etc. The pressure would sometimes become too much for her, earning disappointing looks and words from her own father Hayashi Hyuga. And to make things worse, her cousin Niji would always belittle her for how weak she was due to an incident concerning his father, her uncle, Hazashi, when she was 3. After shortly entering the academy, Hinata had developed a crush on Naruto. As time went on and seeing how Naruto acted when in public compared to how he acted in private, when he thought he was alone, her feelings for the blonde loudmouth grew. She realized that Naruto acted the way he did because he was lonely, and everyone hardly paid any attention to him. And although she wanted to tell him how she felt, she just couldn't because she was afraid of being turned down and that Naruto would think she was a freak for following him. Hinata knew that Naruto was upset about being rejected by Sakura once again, even if he didn't show it. But she really wanted to try and cheer him up a bit. "And Naruto?" says Hinata with a slight stutter, proud that she managed to make an attempt. "Oh hey Hinata, what's up?" Naruto replies, not noticing that he was sitting next to Hinata. "Are you okay? I mean with how Sakura yelled at you like that, huh?" Oh yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask?" "Oh, no reason at all. I'm so sorry I asked." Hinata replies, surprised that Naruto asked her a question in return. "It's okay," Naruto says with a genuine smile on his face, happy that it seemed like someone seemed to care. All his other classmates wouldn't even bother asking if he was okay. Curious about something, he asked Hinata a question. "Hey Hinata, huh?" Hinata asks, surprised that Naruto is talking to her. "I was wondering." At this point Hinata begins to blush slightly. "Why you don't try and sitting next to Sasuke? I mean, all the other girls seem to like him." Hinata, a little disappointed thinking that Naruto would ask that instead of asking her out, but didn't really blame him, replied, "Well, it's because two don't really like Sasuke like that hat," Hinata said quietly so as not to gain attention from all the other girls in the classroom. "Huh? Really? Is there anyone you do like?" Naruto asks, just genuinely curious. Now Hinata was really blushing up a storm to that question. This is my chance. My chance to tell Naruto how I feel. But what if he thinks I'm weird because I like him? Oh, 2 just don't know what to say. Well, 3 like why. Just then the door to the classroom opens. In came Irika, Yumino and Mizuki. If anyone knows his last name, let me know please. Irika is about 5 feet 8 inches with an average build with brown hair and brown eyes, and a scar running across the bridge of his nose. He wears the standard dark blue leaf ninja long sleeve shirt and pants, with his sleeves rolled up halfway up his forearms, and a green flak jacket on top with a red swirling symbol on the back, with blue ninja sandals. And of course the leaf headband. Mizuki had shoulder-length silver hair and wore the same clothes as Irika, but without having his sleeves rolled up and his leaf headband more of a bandana style. Hinata released a silent sigh of relief for the interruption, but she also mentally berated herself for not telling Naruto how she felt when she had the chance. "Good morning, class. Now if everyone will take their seats so we can take attendance and begin today's lessons," said Irika as he walked to the desk both he and Mizuki shared in front of the classroom. For Naruto it was the same as usual. Irika and Mizuki come in, begins the boring lessons, get yelled at for not paying attention, have lunch at Ichiraku's, back to lessons, get yelled at for not paying attention again, and finally the end of class. The only difference today was that Naruto made sure he was the last one in the classroom before going to lunch. The reason being that he wanted to place the seal for the flying Raijin Jutsu somewhere in the class where no one can find it. He planned on using it in the morning to get to the academy quickly so he wouldn't have to deal with all the stairs he usually got on the way to and from his apartment. Naruto was going to use it tomorrow before the school opened and see when it was safest to enter via flying Raijin Jutsu. The only real problem Naruto saw was being seen using the jutsu after school heading for home. So he would make sure he wasn't followed after school, although he doubted anyone would. But just to be on the safe side he would check before using his jutsu. Once class was over, Naruto headed outside behind the building, secretly followed by Hinata of course, and jumped into the bushiest tree he could find. Once he was confident that no one could see him, he performed the hand signs for the jutsu and disappeared. Once he was home, Naruto fell over from dizziness again. "Oh man, I can't wait till this dizziness thing is over with. I always feel like throwing up ugh." Naruto then put up his school supplies and headed off towards Ichiraku's ramen. Naruto considered putting the seal at Ichiraku's but thought better of it considering its publicity, and he could easily be caught. Meanwhile Hinata was in shock that Naruto could just disappear like that. Hinata used her Byakugan once Naruto entered the tree so that Naruto couldn't see her following him. Oh, how did Naruto do that? To mean he has never just disappeared like that before. I'm sure I saw Naruto using hand signs, but I'm not sure if there is a jutsu that would allow someone to just disappear like that. Naruto, just where did you go? Hinata, knowing that Naruto usually stops at Ichiraku's after school before training and then Ichiraku's and then going home, decided to see if the was at Ichiraku's. Sure enough, that's exactly where he was when she found him. Using her Byakugan, Hinata peered inside Ichiraku's to watch Naruto. Naruto doesn't have his school supplies with him. Did he go home after he disappeared? Remembering that she had private gentle fist training with her father today, Hinata headed home. Over the next few weeks Naruto was the first in the classroom, which confused his classmates at first, but they got over it and began ignoring him again. The only one who didn't was Hinata. She was getting increasingly curious how Naruto was disappearing the way he was. She noticed that when he was finished training that he would always walk to Ichiraku's and disappear for home. She figured that he had his reasons, but for the life of her she just couldn't figure out why or how he did it. But she was determined to find out. Naruto began to really wonder how the jutsu was really supposed to be used. He didn't pay much attention to today's lesson even though one of the topics was about the fourth Hokage and him being sometimes referred as the Yellow Flash. Naruto, realizing that little bit, went up to Irika after the classroom was empty except for him and Irika. Mizuki had to leave early today for a checkup at the doctor, so Naruto went up to Irika. "Irika-sensei?" Naruto asked nervously. "What is it, Naruto?" Hesitant about his secret being found out, Naruto asked why was the fourth Hokage called the Yellow Flash. "Sai, honestly, haven't you been paying attention? The fourth Hokage was nicknamed that because he used a jutsu to teleport from place to place instantly. When he used the jutsu he would disappear and reappear in a flash of yellow, hence he was referred to as the Yellow Flash." Irika replied. Hinata gasped from the other side of the closed classroom door. Hinata realized that Naruto wasn't the first one out the classroom like he usually is, so she decided to eavesdrop from the other side of the door after she closed it when she was the last one, except Naruto and Irika, to leave. Once Irika mentioned a flash of yellow, she remembered seeing Naruto disappearing the exact same way. So that's how Naruto did it? He somehow managed to get a hold on the fourth Hokage's flying Raijin jutsu and mastered it. What was the jutsu used he called, and how did he use it on missions? Naruto asked. It was called the flying Raijin jutsu. Naruto barely managed to hold in any reaction he could have made when he heard that. And he had to use a complicated sealing jutsu. He could use it in battle by using special tri-pronged kunai that had the seal etched on the side, and he would throw multiple of them at his enemies or in the vicinity, if the battle was in the forest or something. But he would then suddenly appear near one of those tri-kunai and take down his enemy. By using this jutsu he could defeat multiple high-level opponents at once with hardly any effort. He could also place the seal on his opponent directly in any sort of taijutsu confrontation. It's because of this jutsu that he was placed in the bingo book with a flea on sight order. Naruto could hardly believe it. He didn't even know he could place a seal on something, or someone, or that the jutsu was that amazing and could use it to defeat anyone so easily. Which means until people start acknowledging me I have to use the flying Raijin jutsu only in an emergency during missions. Oh, I gotcha, sensei. Man, that has got to be the most awesome jutsu ever. Hee hee, ha. Yeah, I guess it would be. Irika replied, completely oblivious to what Naruto was possibly thinking. Well, anyway, how about we head over to Ichiraku's? My treat. Oh yeah, awesome. Hee hee. Says Naruto, excited that he will get free ramen today from his favorite ramen stand. Taking that as her cue, Hinata hurries away from the door and heads home, shocked to find out Naruto's secret jutsu. A few months have passed since Hinata had discovered that Naruto now knew the flying Raijin jutsu. At first she didn't know what to do about it, because it wasn't like Naruto to be quiet about something, especially if he knew it would make him an amazing shinobi. But she then figured that Naruto probably had his reasons, so she kept the knowledge of Naruto's jutsu to herself, like Naruto kept it to himself. Hinata was still very curious as to how Naruto even got his hands on the flying Raijin jutsu. According to Irika, the jutsu was never found after the death of the fourth Hokage. At first people believed it was hidden within his home, but despite it being searched from head to toe, yeah right lol, it was never found. Since it was never found, the third Hokage presumed that the fourth knew where it was hidden and believed it was safe from falling into the wrong hands. Anyway, Hinata resolved to talk to Naruto and find out how he found the jutsu and why he is keeping it such a secret. Her curiosity just wouldn't rest until why Naruto is keeping such a secret. The following morning, Hinata was woken by one of the branch house members of the Hyuga clan. The Hyuga clan was divided into two: the branch house who would serve and protect the main house, and the main house who were ultimately in charge of the branch. Of course, only the head of the clan, Hinata's father Hayashi, ruled over everyone in the clan and would have final say. Personally, Hinata strongly disliked having a divided family like this, for it only brought unrest between the two houses, as she saw it. Because of her gentle nature, even her own father viewed her as weak. After getting dressed for the day's events consisting of training with her father and studying her clan's laws, afterward Hinata would have the rest of the day to herself since it was now Saturday. Hinata figured that today was as good as any day to find Naruto and ask him about his secret jutsu. After getting dressed, Hinata went downstairs towards the clan's dojo wearing dark brown pants and a shirt of the same color with a mesh shirt underneath. On her way she saw her sister Hanabi. Hanabi wore the same outfit as Hinata wears now. She also has long brown hair down to her waist, unlike Hinata's short dark blue hair with bangs framing her face. Good morning, sister, Hinata said, passing her sister in the hallway. Morning, Hanabi replied, but in a monotone kind of voice. Hinata inwardly sighed. Although they were sisters, they weren't very close. In fact, some of the main house believed Hanabi should be the heiress, due to them seeing Hinata's gentle nature and lack of talent in the gentle fist style their clan uses, which happened to be the exact opposite of Hanabi. Hanabi was more like their father, sometimes cold and talented in the gentle fist, much more talented than Hinata in their opinions. Hinata walked into the dojo and walked to the middle where she met and greeted her father with a bow. "Good morning, father. I'm ready for today's training," Hinata said, with just a small stutter. "Morning, let's begin," her father Hayashi said. And with that the training session had begun. It had been about 2 hours since the training began, and Hayashi had been getting more and more frustrated with Hinata. He had noticed that she had been distracted for a few months now, and as a result it seemed her progress she usually made was going backwards instead. Before he got even more frustrated he ended the training. "That's enough for today," said Hayashi, with a look of disappointment in his eyes. Pant yes, father, said Hinata, seeing the disappointment in her father's eyes. She bowed and began to leave the dojo, but before she got too far she was stopped by her father's sudden question. "Hinata, I've noticed that you have been distracted the past few months and as a result your progress has slowed. Why is that?" Hayashi asked. Hinata was shocked. She also noticed that she was distracted these past few months, but not her progress slowing down. She was distracted about Naruto and his secret jutsu, but she promised herself she wouldn't tell anyone until she found out why it was a secret. So Hinata braced herself, because she knew she would be lying to her own father. "I spec because I am not quite used to these changes everybody is going through right now," Hinata said in a hurry, embarrassed about what she had for an excuse. She just hoped it was good enough to fool her father. See to it you get used to it so you can return and hopefully surpass your previous progress rate in order to make up for the past few months." "Dismissed," Hayashi replied, not really ever paying attention to her daughter's physical developments due to the whole puberty thing, and not really wanting to talk about such a thing. "Yai's father," Hinata replied, glad and embarrassed that her father believed her little fib. Once Hinata had bathed and eaten she began her search for Naruto. Her current determination to find out why Naruto was keeping one of the most powerful jutsu in the world a secret from everyone made her previous determination seem like it was a sleeping puppy. She searched for Naruto at Ichiraku's ramen, the training field by the academy, since the other training fields were meant only for official ninja, and even at home. Knowing that the only other place he could be is atop the cliff side above the 4th Hokage's head on the Hokage monument. When she reached the top, sure enough there he was. Hinata knew that the only time Naruto came up here was when he was upset. She went closer in order to talk to him, but the closer she got the more she lost her nerve. Not because her determination was wavering but because she didn't think it was a good idea to find out while he was upset. Once she was within 15 feet, she decided to try another time when he wasn't upset. Unfortunately that wasn't going to happen, because when she started to back away to turn around she knocked her heel against a rock that was sticking up out of the ground. As a result she fell and landed on her rear. She had hoped that Naruto didn't hear her fall, so she could leave him be, but it seemed that today was just not on her side. Naruto had heard something fall, so when he turned he was surprised to see Hinata there sitting and staring at him in shock. "Hey Hinata, what are you doing here?" Naruto asked. Too just wanted to ask you something, but you seemed upset so doesn't," Hinata replied, hoping Naruto would leave it at that. "Oh," Naruto said, looking at the ground with the sad expression he previously had on before Hinata showed up. "You'll be going now," Hinata said as she stood up preparing to leave. "Wait a second Hinata, if you want to could use some company." You don't have to though," Naruto said, wanting to find out what she wanted to ask him in the first place. "I'm okay NNR Naruto," Hinata replied, shocked that he would want that from her. Naruto returned to facing the village on the cliff side. Hinata slowly walked toward him. She finally stopped and sat down 5 feet from him, because she didn't dare get any closer due to her shyness. They sat there in silence for about 10 minutes, and Naruto's patience was running out. Unable to take it, Naruto began to ask Hinata what she wanted to know from him. "But, why were you upset earlier?" Hinata asked before Naruto could even open his mouth. Truth be told, she was getting very slightly, tired of the silence as well. So she decided to ask why he was upset. Surprised, Naruto replied, "Oh well, I just saw a lot kids about our age with their parents is all." "How come?" "What about your parents?" Hinata asked. She never saw Naruto's parents. She always thought that they were always away on missions. "Two don't have any," Naruto whispered. What did you say?" Hinata asked, not hearing what he had said. "I said that I don't have any," Naruto replied, loud enough for Hinata to hear him this time. Gasped. "But what about the apartment you live in?" Hinata asked, without stuttering, since it didn't make sense that Naruto had an apartment but no parents. "I got kicked out of the orphanage for some reason. I don't know why," Naruto replied, also not noticing her lack of stuttering, with his bottom lip beginning to quiver. "I'm sorry, I didn't know." "It's okay Hinata, it's not like it was your fault." "Do you know who they were?" "No. Old man Hokage said I was found in the forest, outside of the village after the Nine-Tails attack over 11 years ago. And old man Hokage has been giving me money for living expenses every month." Oh, a few minutes passed with either saying a word. Eventually, for some reason Hinata decided to share some of her own pain as well. "My mother passed away when I was young. It was a few months after my little sister Hanabi was born," Hinata said. Gasp. "Really?" "I'm sorry," Naruto replied. "It's okay Naruto, it's like you said to me, it's not your fault." Hinata said, using the same words, sort of, towards him. Yeah, I guess you're right. Naruto replied with a small smile. So, do you have a good relationship with your sister? Naruto asked, trying to get to know Hinata a little better. Sigh, not really. These same with father, ever since MMY mother's death he has become more distant, and it's like Hanabi has followed him. Hinata replied. Naruto's smile dropped. Why do you ask? Oh well, I was just wondering what it was like to have siblings, that's all. You know, to see. Another few minutes passed and Naruto decided to find out what Hinata really come to ask him, since he knew it couldn't have been because he was upset. So he figured it anyway. So Hinata, what did you come to ask me in the first place? Huh? Hinata asked, completely forgetting why she came looking for Naruto in the first place. What did you want to ask me when you got here? Naruto replied. Ooh. Well, too was wondering how you found the flying Raijin Jutsu. Hinata asked. What? How did you know? Naruto asked back, shocked that Hinata somehow found out his secret. Too saw you use it a few weeks before you asked Iruka-sensei about the fourth Hokage. Hinata replied. What? But how? I mean, I made sure that no one saw me use it. 2. You used MMY Byakugan and I saw you in the tree and then you disappeared. It was, to believe the first time you used it at school. What's Byakugan? Naruto asked, never hearing the term before. It's MMY clan's Kekkai Genkai. 2 can see through solid objects and such. Replied Hinata, afraid Naruto might think she is a stalker and or weirdo. Oh, that's cool. Sigh, man, I didn't think people could do that. Wait. Have you told anyone, Hinata? Naruto was really nervous now. He prayed that Hinata had kept it to herself. Without realizing it, Naruto grabbed her by the shoulders. No, I've kept it to myself. I'm the only one who knows, I promise. Hinata was really nervous because of how close Naruto was to her now. Sai, could you please keep it that way, Hinata? I mean, if anyone finds out, I could be in real trouble. T'll do anything. Naruto proclaimed. Now if Hinata was anything like those other fangirls, she wouldn't hesitate in making him go out with her and be her boyfriend. But she wasn't like them. Granted, she considered it, but she couldn't do that to him. It's okay, Naruto. I won't tell anyone, to promise. Hinata replied. How, really? Hinata gave him a quick nod. Sigh, thanks, Hinata. Anyone found out, I could get in real trouble for finding the jutsu. Naruto finally let go and backed away from Hinata a little bit. No problem. But how did you find it? Hinata asked, both glad and disappointed that he backed away. Oh, remember when I got the Hokage covered with that pink paint? Again Hinata nods, but slower this time. Well, the pink Chunin eventually stopped chasing me. I came across an abandoned house. It was about to rain, so I went inside. I went to look for food, but then I saw a portrait of the fourth Hokage. I knew I would be in big trouble if I got caught, so I decided to leave, but then I saw a loose brick by the fireplace under the portrait. So I took the brick and I saw that was something in there. It was a scroll. I don't know why, but I took it and put the brick back and got out of there. When I got home, I went through it and tried to master some jutsu. The first one happened to be the flying Raijin Jutsu. And I just mastered the jutsu a few months ago. Naruto was almost out of breath by the time he finished. To see. Hinata couldn't believe it. According to Naruto, he had mastered an extremely complicated jutsu in only about a year. It just didn't seem real. Here was Naruto, an 11-year-old boy, who can't even do a simple clone jutsu that's like a D-rank jutsu to save his life, yet he masters an S, possibly a SS-rank jutsu in just a year. It just seemed impossible, yet she had seen him use the jutsu multiple times. There was no doubt about that. They just continued to sit there for hours, just enjoying each other's company. Just an hour before sunset, Hinata was curious about any other thing, so she decided to ask. You Naruto? Yeah, Hinata? Naruto replied. Why does everyone dislike you SS so much? Hinata asked. Oh well, I don't know. I mean, it's been like that for as long as I can remember. I asked old man Hokage, but he doesn't want to tell me until I'm older. He never really told me why though. You know, to see. Well, I need to go home now, Naruto. To'll see you at school. Okay, Hinata, and thanks for not telling anyone. With a curt nod, Hinata left for home with a smile on her face for satisfying her curiosity. But even more because she got to spend most of the day just sitting next to and getting to know Naruto. After a few minutes, Naruto's stomach growled, voicing its lack of its usual daily intake today. Oops, hee. I completely forgot I haven't eaten since breakfast this morning. So Naruto got up and headed toward Ichiraku's for ramen, and in a much better mood than he was in hours ago. It was April 14th. Tomorrow was the graduation exam, don't know the actual date, so you would think that Naruto, who was going for his third attempt at graduating, would be in class to make sure he would graduate this time around, right? Wrong. There was a commotion around the Hokage's tower. It turns out that instead of being in class, Naruto decided to paint the Hokage faces on the Hokage monument. Naruto had begun to wear green goggles shortly after his talk with Hinata. You could hear some villagers yelling, "Hey, get down from there, you damn brat!" / how dare you do that to the great Hokage faces. Those were just some of the things said. The third Hokage was currently being informed, and wasn't too happy about hearing that Naruto was caught pulling yet another prank. Meanwhile, Naruto replies, "Ahahaha, You just don't have the guts to do what I did. Ha ha. Just then Iruka shows up and uses his big demon head jutsu and yells, just what the hell do you think you're doing, Naruto? You're supposed to be in class. Yikes. Iruka-sensei, I'd better get out of here. And with that Naruto runs off. Naruto managed to hide from the Chunin following him after turning a corner, and using his privacy fence camo tarp. Once the Chunin ran past Naruto thinking it was safe to come out, and laughed saying, haha suckers, they'll never catch me. Oh yeah, Naruto? Iruka said, appearing out of nowhere. Not at the level Naruto could though, haha. Ah. Where did you come from? Naruto asked after jumping 6 feet in the air. Back in the classroom, Iruka had Naruto tied up, and sitting on the floor in front of the class. Tomorrow is the graduation exam, and you've already failed it twice now. You shouldn't have been out causing trouble and come to class, you moron. Iruka yelled, in front of the whole class. Yeah, whatever. Naruto replied. Alright Naruto, if that's the way you want it. Iruka then towards the class and announces, alright everyone, we're having an exam review on the transformation jutsu. Everyone line up and transform perfectly into me. Ugh. The whole class, but Naruto, responded. Once they were lined up, Naruto was released from his bindings and took his place in line. This is a complete waste of time, Naruto. I could be taking a nap right now, said Shikamaru. Shikamaru was a lazy boy with black hair, done up in a spiky ponytail like Iruka's, with brown pants, a mesh shirt, and a gray short-sleeved jacket with blue circles on both shoulders. Yeah, we always pay for your screw-ups, you idiot, said Ino, who was a platinum blonde hair and a ponytail that went down to a couple inches above her waist. She wore a purple midriff tank top that went to just above her belly button and a purple skirt that went to a couple inches above her knees with slits all the way up. She also had on white bandages underneath both items to prevent her skin to be seen. She also wore white sleeves that went from her wrist to her upper bicep, with the ends also in purple. Like I care, Naruto claimed as it was his turn to perform the transformation jutsu. Naruto formed the ram, or sheep, whichever you prefer, hand signed to begin the jutsu. Transform, Naruto said. Of course, what Iruka got wasn't what he wanted. Instead of seeing himself, he saw a beautiful young girl with long blonde pigtails. But what really got his attention was that she was completely naked. As a result, Iruka was sent flying backward with a massive nosebleed. Naruto then undid the jutsu and laughed. Ahaha, I call that my sexy jutsu. How do you like that? Naruto said, still laughing. Cut the stupid tricks, this is your last warning. Iruka yelled, once he got up, all of a sudden having tissue up his nostrils to stop the nosebleed. Iruka was now atop the Hokage monument watching Naruto as he was scrubbing all the paint off of the Hokage faces. You're not going anywhere until all the paint is gone, Iruka said. Like it matters, it's not like anyone is waiting at home for me. You know, Naruto replied. That comment struck a chord in Iruka, for he knew what it was like growing up without any parents. His parents died during the Nine Tails attack when he was still in the academy. Hey Naruto. Naruto looked up with a sour look on his face. How about after you get this cleaned up, I treat you to some ramen? Okay. Naruto's face brightened up immediately. Are you serious? Talk about some serious motivation, hee. Later that night at Ichiraku's, Iruka would ask Naruto why he would paint the Hokage faces. Naruto would then reply saying that he was going to surpass all of them and become the greatest Hokage ever and gain everyone's acknowledgement and respect. Naruto was currently in a clearing going through the Forbidden Scroll of Sealing training to master the Shadow Clone Jutsu, ordered to pass the extra credit exam, as Mizuki called it anyway. You see, Naruto had once again failed the graduation exam just like the last 2 times because they tested on the basic clone jutsu, which just so happened to be Naruto's worst jutsu. Mizuki had come to him after the exam and offered him the extra credit exam. All he had to do was sneak into the Hokage tower and steal the scroll he now currently had. He almost got caught by the 3rd Hokage, but a quick sexy jutsu knocked him out of it just long enough for Naruto to make his getaway. While Naruto had been training, Mizuki spread the word that Naruto has taken the Forbidden Scroll of Sealing, and the 3rd Hokage had assembled all available Chunin including Iruka and Mizuki. I want all of you to go search for Naruto. Do not harm him and bring him back here. Dismissed, the 3rd Hokage ordered. Back in the clearing, hours had passed, and Naruto was panting with the scroll tied to his back. A shadow suddenly hovered over Naruto. There you are, what the hell were you thinking, Naruto? Yelled Iruka when he found Naruto, taking note that Naruto has been training very hard. Oh hey Iruka-sensei, Naruto said, paying no mind to Iruka's question. What have you been doing with that scroll way out here, Naruto? Iruka asked. Oh, Mizuki-sensei told me about this place. He told me that if I could master one jutsu from this scroll before someone found me, then I could become a genin. Naruto answered. Realizing that meant Mizuki had tricked Naruto, and sensing an attack, Iruka shoved Naruto out of the way of the barrage of kunai that came their way. Iruka had managed not to get hit in any vital spots, but he was still badly injured. Ha ha ha, you were quick to react there, Iruka? Mizuki said, appearing from a branch up in a tree at the tree line. Why Mizuki? Iruka asked. What's going on here? Why did Mizuki-sensei attack us? Naruto asked, confused as to what was happening. Naruto, give me the scroll. Iruka just wants it for himself, don't trust him. Mizuki said to Naruto. No! Don't do it, Naruto, just take the scroll and run to Lord Hokage. I'll hold off, Mizuki. Iruka told Naruto in order to protect him and the scroll. Two don't know what to do, who should I trust? Naruto asked himself. Seeing that this wasn't getting him the scroll, Mizuki decided to reveal something to Naruto. Hehe, Naruto, haven't you ever wanted to know why the village has always hated you, why Iruka hates you? Naruto was shocked, he had always wanted to know why. So he waited for Mizuki to continue. No! Mizuki, it's forbidden! Iruka yelled, in an attempt to silence Mizuki, but it fell on deaf ears. Ha 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 ha, it's because of the nine-tailed fox sealed inside of you. You are the nine-tails that thrashed this village and killed Iruka's parents. It all makes sense now. The hateful stares, the demon remarks, overpricing everything for me, it all makes perfect sense now. Naruto thought, after Mizuki revealed the truth about Naruto and his connection to the Nine-Tails. So you see, Naruto, no one cares about you. Not even your Iruka-sensei. Now die, demon fox! Mizuki yelled as he took one of the giant shuriken from his back and threw it at Naruto. Naruto, get down! Yelled Iruka, as he got up and jumped in between Naruto and the giant shuriken. WHWHY? Naruto asked as he saw Iruka above him, after Iruka had taken the giant shuriken in his back, just missing his spinal column right where the red swirl was on Iruka's flak jacket. It's because, like you, I had grown up without parents. It seemed like people didn't care that I was alone, so I became the class clown, let my grades drop because of it. I'm sorry, Naruto. Iruka explained. Naruto, I need you to run, don't let Mizuki have that scroll. Iruka whispered, so Mizuki couldn't hear. Naruto did as told and ran, although he didn't know where, as he couldn't think straight after being told the truth. Mizuki had jumped from the tree to the ground about 20 feet behind Iruka. You know, once he makes up his mind, there is no stopping him. He's going to use the scroll and get revenge on this village for all that they put him through, said Mizuki. No. Naruto isn't like that, Iruka says, standing up after pulling the shuriken from his back and throwing it at Mizuki, who dodged with little difficulty. Hehe, nice try. But it's pointless to fight me right now. I'll take care of you after I'm done with the brat, Mizuki claimed, as he disappeared with a Shunshin Jutsu. Mizuki has a big mouth. He has made Naruto feel worse than ever now, and his claim may be true. For both Naruto's and the village's sake, I hope it's not, said the third Hokage to himself as he watched Naruto hop from tree to tree in his crystal ball. Naruto, we need to get to Lord Hokage. Give me the scroll, said Iruka, as he caught up to Naruto. The next thing he knew was that he was heading straight to the ground, due to Naruto ramming into him. Oh, how did you know? How did you know, poof, that I wasn't Iruka? Asked Mizuki, who was disguised as Iruka. Because poof, I'm Iruka. Iruka said, disguised as Naruto? Not bad, Iruka. But why do you insist of protecting him? He is the demon that killed your parents. You know he'll use the scroll to get revenge, Mizuki stated, frustrated with Iruka at this point. That's true, Iruka said. So it's true. Iruka-sensei doesn't care about me. No one does, Naruto thought, before hearing everything Iruka has to say. That is what the Nine-Tails would do, but that's not what Naruto would do. Naruto gasped. Sure, he is clumsy, but he works hard. He tries desperately to fit in, but he never got a fair chance. Either way, Naruto is a very precious student, and a member of the village hidden in the leaves, Iruka proclaimed. Then I'll just take you out first then, Iruka, Mizuki said, as he grabbed his last giant shuriken and prepared to throw it. Iruka knew he didn't have the energy to dodge it, so he closed his eyes to accept his death. Mizuki just happened to blink just before throwing it, so he didn't see any of what happened next. For the next thing he knew was that he took a hit and was sent flying backwards, with his shuriken flying somewhere behind him into the trees. Naruto got up and strapped the giant scroll back onto his back. As he took it off earlier to rest, he then, without thinking, he performed the flying Raijin Jutsu. It just so happened that when he performed the jutsu, both Mizuki's and Iruka's eyes were closed. So Naruto appeared in front of Iruka and charged forward and struck Mizuki just as he opened his eyes. Ugh! You damn demon, Mizuki said as he stood up. If you ever lay a hand on my sensei, I'll kill you, Naruto said, now having the scroll at his side. Ha, bring it, nine-tailed fox. I'll take you out in one shot, Mizuki declared. Bring it, you bastard. Anything you dish out, I'll return it 1,000-fold, declared Naruto as he had a cross-hand sign. Multi-shadow clone jutsu. The clearing was filled with 1,000 Narutos. All the Narutos had then attacked Mizuki, who was frozen with fear. Meanwhile, Iruka was thinking, incredible, those aren't just illusions. They're solid clones. Naruto has mastered an incredibly high-level jutsu. If only he knew, right? LOL, the third Hokage was shocked beyond belief. He had just witnessed Naruto perform two very difficult jutsu. First the flying Raijin Jutsu and then the multi-shadow clone jutsu. It just didn't seem possible. Yet he had just seen it with his own eyes. Now he just needed to figure out how Naruto knew that first jutsu. Oops, I guess I went a little overboard, Naruto said, after his clones dispersed. Hey Naruto, come here a minute and close your eyes, Iruka said. Naruto had done as Iruka said. He could feel Iruka take off his goggles and felt something being put on his forehead. Iruka-sensei, can I open my eyes now? Naruto asked, getting a little impatient. Okay, now. Naruto opened his eyes, seeing Iruka holding up his goggles. Congratulations, you graduate, Iruka said proudly. Wahoo! Naruto yelled, as he jumped on Iruka, forgetting he was still injured. Naruto, I was planning on explaining to you that now that you're a ninja things will be completely different now. But I guess that could wait after ramen, that is, Iruka thought. Come on Naruto, let's get the scroll back to Lord Hokage, alright? Iruka said, wanting to get to the hospital to get his injuries looked at. Alright Iruka-sensei, but what about him? Naruto asked. We'll take care of the traitor, said an ANBU, as the squad of 4 revealed themselves. Lord Hokage, explain the situation and your location. We just now arrived to take away the traitor to ANBU headquarters, explained the same ANBU with purple hair. I see, then we'll be on our way with the scroll to Lord Hokage right away, Iruka said. The ANBU just nodded, and let them be on their way. Once in the Hokage's office, Iruka began his report of how Mizuki him that the scroll was stolen, how he found out Mizuki was the mastermind behind the theft, and the fight between Mizuki and Naruto, where Naruto used the shadow clone jutsu that led to his decision to promote Naruto to a genin. I see, very well then you're dismissed. Make sure you go straight to the hospital and get your wounds tended to, the third ordered. Yes, Lord Hokage, Iruka replied, as he bowed and proceeded to follow the orders given to him. Once Iruka left, the third Hokage activated the security seals in the office in order for his conversation with Naruto to be only between them. Now Naruto, how did you come across the fourth Hokage's jutsu? He asked bluntly. How did you know about that old man? Naruto asked, stunned that he was asked such a question. I saw you perform the jutsu in order to save Iruka. Luckily Mizuki blinked, otherwise I'd be hearing it from ANBU headquarters by now. So I ask you Naruto, how did you learn the flying Raijin jutsu and how did you even come across it in the first place? Oh well, two kinda stumbled across the fourth Hokage's house, the day I got you in pink paint, and it was about to rain. Once I noticed that it was his house, I decided to leave. But then I saw a loose brick in the fireplace, and when I moved it, there was a scroll. I don't know why, but I took it, and when I saw the jutsu I just became determined to master it. It took me like a year though, Naruto explained. The third knew that the fourth was a master as seals, as well as everyone that searched his home as well as his enemies. So it could stand to reason that the fourth would hide it somewhere a little obvious that wasn't protected by a seal. No one would expect it. Well that explains a lot then. He always was considered a genius. Hee. Well then how come you haven't told anyone? The third asked, genuinely curious. Well, I thought I'd get in a lot of trouble if anyone knew that I was even in his house, so I figured I'd be in a lot more if I knew one of his jutsu. I mean, I panicked when Hinata told me she knew. I thought she would have told at least, Naruto said, but was interrupted before he could finish. Wait a second, how did Hinata figure out you knew this jutsu? And how long has she known? He asked. Well, Hinata told me it was because of her Byakugan or whatever, Naruto answered. When did she find out? About 8 months ago. The day after I mastered it. I can't believe it. Beat by a 12-year-old, 11-year-old at the time, girl in finding out such a secret about Naruto. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, she follows him almost daily. Tell me, Naruto, do you plan on telling anyone? Are you crazy, old man? Why would I tell anyone? Naruto asked, astonished by such a question. Well, for one thing, I think it would be best if your teammates and your Jounin-sensei knew, so they know just what you can possibly do to help in dangerous situations. The third Hokage explained. It makes sense, I guess. But I don't want to tell anyone I don't trust yet, which is mostly why I didn't tell anyone in the first place, Naruto said. So you trust Hinata then? Countered Hiruzen. Well, yeah, I mean she knew for months before she asked me the same thing you did, old man, Naruto answered. I see, well then you're dismissed now. I will leave the judgment up to you when you trust your teammates to tell them about your secret jutsu. But I tell you this, trust is best built from the beginning. You may go now, the third said, just before deactivating the security seals in his office. Alright, see you later, old man, Naruto said, as he left. The next day Naruto was sitting in front of the third Hokage after his ninja registration photo was taken. Naruto had on white makeup with various red markings on his face and hands. The third Hokage thought he looked more like a clown than a ninja. Take it again, was all the third said. What? Why? Naruto asked. This is so you can be identified as a ninja, not some clown. Look, you can't even tell who it is. And where is your headband? He explained and asked. Oh, I don't want to mess it up before orientation, Naruto answered. Fine, but you still have to retake the picture for your ninja registration. Fine, Naruto said. But just one more thing. The third gave a confused look. Sexy jutsu. That caused the third Hokage to shoot back, via nosebleed. That's the sexy jutsu say, very tricky, said the third as he recovered. Just then the door slid open, and in came a little kid with what looked like underwear on his head with a spiky ponytail sticking out. He had on a yellow shirt and a very long blue scarf. Old man, I challenge you. I'm going to defeat you and become the fifth Hokage, he yelled before he tripped over his own feet. My grandson. Will he ever learn? Thought Hiruzen. Who is that? Thought Naruto. Oh, where could he have gone this time? Asked a man to himself as he came running down the hall looking in every room. He wore the standard leaf jounin outfit, minus the flak jacket. He also wore dark sunglasses, and his headband in a bandana style. As the kid got up, believing that someone tripped him, he looked around for the culprit. He spotted Naruto, knowing that it couldn't be his grandfather. Aha, it was you who tripped me, wasn't it? The kid said as he got in Naruto's face. You tripped over your own feet, you dork. Naruto countered, as he grabbed the kid by the scarf. Just then the man who was running down the hall came in after hearing the commotion, and the first thing he sees is Naruto holding the child he was looking for by the scarf. Gasped the Ninetales. Of course he is the worst kind of troublemaker there is. The man thought. You there? Unhand the honorable grandson Konohamaru this instant. He is the grandson of the third Hokage. The man said. The old man's grandson? Naruto said to himself. HMPF, he is just like the rest. Won't do anything now that he knows who I am. The kid, now identified as Konohamaru, thought. What's wrong, afraid that I'm the third Hokage's grandson? Konohamaru said, believing Naruto wouldn't do anything to him now. I don't care if he is your grandmother, pal, believe it, Naruto said, as he hit Konohamaru on the head, which almost brought the mysterious man into a fit of hysteria. A few minutes later, Naruto had left the room, and Konohamaru was receiving a lecture from his tutor, who became identified as Ebisu. Now listen, honorable grandson, you shouldn't pick a fight with that boy. He is way beneath you, even though he deserves it. Now the best and quickest way to becoming Hokage is to listen to me. At this point Ebisu had looked away from Konohamaru. I am your only shortcut, so therefore you should listen to Emma. Where did he go? Ebisu asked, as he looked back towards Konohamaru, only to find him gone. I believe he followed after Naruto, only I don't know where. The third informed him. He is with Naruto. That's a disaster, Ebisu yelled, out in panic. He then left in order to find Konohamaru. Sigh, how did he turn out like that? Anyway, what am I going to do about Konohamaru? That is his 20th, holy shit, sneak attack today, and being around Naruto almost guarantees that will only make it worse. Naruto wouldn't teach him anything too dangerous, would he? Thought the third, after Ebisu left the room. Meanwhile Ebisu was looking for Konohamaru, worried what kind of vile things Naruto was doing to Konohamaru. Hey, I know you're following me, said Naruto, who easily noticed Konohamaru hiding behind a horizontal fence camo tarp with his hair coming from the top. That's so obvious it's pathetic, HN. So you saw through my disguise, you're good, said Konohamaru, as he came from behind his tarp. Konohamaru walks up to Naruto, taunts at him and says, alright, I'll be your apprentice and you'll be my master. Huh? Naruto looks at him like he is crazy or something. Come on, boss. Boss? Yeah, boss. Boss. I gotta admit I like the sound of that. Naruto says, yeah, and you just gotta teach me that sexy jutsu you used on Grandpa Hokage. Please. Konohamaru begged. Alright then, follow me, Naruto said, heading to an empty training ground. Alright, Konohamaru says, following Naruto. The third Hokage stood atop his tower, staring at the Hokage faces when Irika showed up. Lord Hokage, has Naruto redone his ninja registration photo yet? Irika asked. Yes, replied the third. I gave Naruto a lecture last night at Ichiraka's, about how his life as a ninja would be different now. But all he seemed to care about was that he was going to be better than all the previous Hokage, and get everyone's acknowledgement, Irika informed, with a smile on his face. Naruto's dream may be impossible, stated the third. Sir? Asked Irika, confused as to where this was coming from. 12 years ago, when I made the decree that no one was to mention to Naruto about the nine tails inside him. Mostly those who fought the beast know the truth, and many were punished severely. I made it so that the children around Naruto's age don't know anything about Naruto and the nine tails, so that Naruto at least has a fighting chance of coming true. But the older generation hates and fears Naruto with the nine tails. Some even believe he is the nine tails and has taken over Naruto's body. The fourth meant for Naruto to be seen as a hero. The third explained. A hero? Asked Irika. Yes, it was the dying with of the fourth Hokage made just before he died, sealing the beast. But because of the older generation's hate and fear towards Naruto, that hate and fear has rubbed off on their children as well. Do you know what the ancients said long ago, Irika? It is said that when one's very existence is despised, that the one who is despised can see it in their eyes. Finished the three Artie's explanation. My grandpa named me Konohamaru, after the ancient name of the village. So it should be easy to remember. But when people see me, they don't see Konohamaru. All they see is the honorable grandson of the third Hokage. No one knows who I am. That's why I have to become Hokage, so that people don't keep calling me that," explained Konohamaru. "Who is gonna accept a squirt like you as Hokage?" "No chance if yo," Naruto was saying before he was interrupted. "There you are, Konohamaru," said Ebisu as he appeared on a tree branch before Naruto and Konohamaru. "Ugh, Ebisu-sensei," said Konohamaru, not expecting to see his tutor so soon. Ebisu jumped down and began walking to Konohamaru. "Now Konohamaru, come with me now, we must continue your training." "No! I'm gonna be Hokage someday, and I don't need you!" yelled Konohamaru. Ebisu stopped. "Konohamaru, being Hokage means being number one. And you won't ever become that if you continue to hang around scum such as that one," Ebisu says as he stares hatefully at Naruto. "Ugh, those eyes. It's really pissing me off with people always staring at me like that with those eyes," Naruto thought, staring back at Ebisu. "To be Hokage, one must know over 1,000 jutsu. You don't even know one jutsu yet, so come with me and let me be your shortcut to being Hokage," Ebisu finished. That comment irked Naruto, since he didn't believe in shortcuts to becoming Hokage. "I do too know a jutsu," proclaimed Konohamaru, whose remark surprised Ebisu. "Take this. Sexy jutsu." "Poof, hi there, like my jutsu?" Konohamaru asked, while transformed into a naked young attractive woman. "Poof, hey, how come he didn't budge?" asked Konohamaru, when he saw that the jutsu didn't affect Ebisu. "What kind of scandalous jutsu was that? I am a gentleman, such a jutsu will never work on me. I am far above it," Ebisu loudly proclaimed. As Ebisu began to force Konohamaru away by grabbing his scarf, Naruto was very annoyed that his own creation was insulted like that. So he did what anyone would do. "Get payback, Shadow Clone Jutsu!" Naruto yelled, as he created 20 shadow clones. "Whoa!" proclaimed Konohamaru, never seeing so many clones at one time before. Ebisu stopped once he heard the jutsu being called out. "Humph. So it's true, you can use the Shadow Clone Jutsu. But I'm not a pushover like Mizuki," Ebisu said, walking into the middle of the shadow clones ready to battle Naruto. "Transform!" Naruto yelled. Once all the poofs of smoke dissipated, there appeared 21 transformed naked female versions of Naruto with pigtails. All of them immediately gathered and latched onto Ebisu. As a result, Ebisu flew back with a massive nosebleed. "Poof, ha, take that. Harem Jutsu," Naruto said, once he got his payback. Meanwhile, a certain Hokage has done the same thing, who recovered a short time later. "Guess who? As I was saying, there is no shortcut to becoming Hokage. And besides, you're gonna have to defeat me in battle before that happens, hehe," Naruto said, with a wide smile pointed toward Konohamaru. Konohamaru, believing what Naruto just said, still didn't like being lectured to. "Ha, as if I need someone like you lecturing me. I'm not going to be your apprentice anymore," Konohamaru exclaimed. "Fine by me, I don't have time for you anyway. As of tomorrow, I'm officially a ninja." "Ha, anyway, see ya around, Konohamaru," Naruto replied as he began to leave the training ground. Konohamaru, happy that someone finally called him by his name, saluted toward Naruto, who simply held his hand up, acknowledging the gesture. The third Hokage looked on in his crystal ball, smiling at the image before him. "I just wish he didn't use that harem jutsu," thought the third. The next morning at orientation, Naruto was grinning like crazy while his head was on his crossed arms. "Hey Naruto, what are you doing here? This is for graduates, only not dropouts," asked Shikamaru, once he noticed that Naruto was here after he failed the graduation exam. "Open up your eyes, Shikamaru, I'm wearing a regulation headband," said Naruto, as he sat up and pointed with his thumb at the headband he got from Irika. Shikamaru was surprised to see a headband on Naruto's forehead. He knew Naruto failed, but thought it was too much a drag to find out how he was here. So he let it be. Just then they heard Ino and Sakura come bursting into the room, arguing about who made it first. Naruto had taken a break from asking Sakura out for a while now. Not that she noticed at all. But Naruto just didn't feel the same about her anymore after that day he got to know Hinata a bit. As far as he knew, she was a lot nicer than Sakura. He, although he is still oblivious to her feelings for him, believes he just might like Hinata now. But he knew that Hinata said that she was from a clan, which practically meant she was like royalty compared to him. So even if she might like him at all, they would have to keep it a secret somehow. But first and foremost, he would have to find out if she was even interested. And he was afraid that she might end up hating him because of the nine-tailed fox within him. So he figured that it would be best if he told her that before getting his hopes up. And if she could somehow see past that, then they would have to keep their relationship a secret, and he already had everything figured out just in case. Although he highly doubted it could come to that, but it was worth a try. Sakura had, in the middle of Naruto's wandering thoughts, had come up to Naruto and "Move it, idiot, I want to sit next to Sasuke," Sakura yelled as she pushed Naruto out of the way. Naruto just got up and moved to a different seat, which nobody seemed to notice except Hinata. Soon after, Irika entered the classroom and called for the class's attention. "Good morning, class. Today you're all officially ninja. As of today you will be divided into 3-man squads led by your assigned jounin senseis," Now, let's begin. Irika began listing squad numbers and the genin assigned to said squads, nobody paying attention till they heard their name called. Eventually Irika came down to Squad 7. Squad 7, Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, Sakura groaned. And Sasuke Uchiha. Led by Kakashi Hatake. Sakura cheered, and Naruto groaned that he was teamed up with the brooding emo of the class. Meanwhile Hinata was disappointed that she wasn't on the same squad as Naruto. Bet you thought that Naruto and Hinata were gonna be on the same team, right? Squad 8, Irika continued. Hinata Hyuga, Kiba Inuzuka, who now had a white puppy on his head named Akamaru, and Shino Abirame. Led by Kurina Yehi, Squad 9 is still in rotation. Squad 10, Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akamichi. Led by Asuma Sarutobi. Well, that's it, Irika declared as he finished reading off the team assignment list. There were various complaints around the room, mostly involving many girls not being on the same team as Sasuke. Irika-sensei, why does a great ninja like me have to be on the same team as that boor Sasuke? Naruto asked. Sasuke had the highest scores, so in order to create a balanced team we had to place the best student with the worst student. That student being you, Naruto. Irika explained. Just make sure you don't get in my way, loser, said Sasuke. A boy with dark blue hair, with two bangs framing his face and the back looking like a duck's ass. He wore a blue shirt, with a white and red fan on the back, tan shorts and sleeves covering his forearms that had blue hems. Meanwhile the Jounin were gathered around in the 3RD's office looking through the crystal ball on the desk. A few hours later, after the break they had after Irika named off the team assignments, Naruto was getting frustrated. Ugh. How come our sensei is the only one who isn't here yet? I mean even Irika-sensei is gone. Naruto asked. So he does what he does best, pull pranks. Naruto grabs chalkboard eraser and places it between the door frame and the door. Naruto, what are you doing? Sakura asks. That's what he'd get for being late, ha. Naruto replies. Well, I had nothing to do with it if he asks so. I love stuff like this. Inner Sakura yells in Sakura's head. Our sensei is a jounin. Do you honestly think he'll fall for something like that? Sasuke asks, seeming uninterested. Just then the door opens and the eraser falls on the jounin's head. The jounin wore the standard leaf uniform with his headband covering his left eye, and metal-plated gloves, and he had gravity-defying silver hair. Ahahaha. I got you good, ahahaha. Naruto said as he laughed. I'm so sorry, sensei. I told him not to. I would never do something like that. Yes. Direct hit, said thought Sakura / Inner Sakura, respectively. This really a jounin? He seemed highly unreliable, thought Sasuke. The jounin picked up the eraser and said, at first glance, how do I say this? You're a bunch of idiots. That statement caused all three to give him an evil glare. Meet me on the roof. Once they were all on the roof of the academy, the jounin began the first team meeting. I'd like you all to introduce yourselves. Introduce ourselves? Asked Sakura. How are we supposed to do that? Well, say your name, things you like, things you hate, hobbies, and dreams for the future, stated the jounin. How about you show us how it's done? Asked Naruto. Me, well, my name is Kakashi Hatake. Things I like and things I hate, I don't feel like telling you those. As for hobbies, I have lots of hobbies. Dreams for the future, I never really thought about it. So introduced the jounin, now identified to the genin as Kakashi. Sakura looked as Naruto and Sasuke. So all we really got was his name? How lame. She said. You there, your turn. Kakashi said, pointing to Naruto. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I like instant ramen, and ramen from Ichiraku's ramen. I hate the 3-minute wait after you pour the water into the instant ramen. My hobbies are training. My dream is to become the greatest Hokage. That way everyone will have to start respecting me and treating me like I'm somebody, said Naruto as he introduced himself. He's grown in a very interesting way, Kakashi thought. Okay, you next, he said, pointing to Sakura. Oh, me? I'm Sakura Haruno. I mean the person I like is, glances at Sasuke. My hobbies are, glances at Sasuke again. My dream for the future is squealed Sakura, after glancing at Sasuke yet again. Oh boy, girls her age are more interested in boys than ninja training, thought Kakashi. Okay, your turn now, he said, pointing at Sasuke. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate many things, but I don't see how that matters as there is almost nothing I like. I don't really have any hobbies either. I don't have a dream, because I will make it a reality. I'm going to restore my clan, and destroy a certain someone, Sasuke declared, as I thought. Kakashi thought. Very well, tomorrow we will begin our first exercise as a team on Training Ground 7, he said. Hey, what kind of exercise, sensei? Asked Naruto. HN chuckled Kakashi. What's so funny? That was a normal question, Sakura said. It's funny, because if I told you you're not going to like it, Kakashi explained. Huh? Asked Naruto and Sakura, simultaneously. Basically, it's a survival exercise. But sensei, we already did survival training in the academy, Sakura informed. Yes, but this isn't like the ones you did in the academy. You see, the graduation exam you took was just to weed out those who had no hope in becoming a ninja. The real test is up to your Jounin sensei. In other words, this is a make it or break it exam to see if you even deserve to become genin. That means out of the 27 students that graduated, only 1/3 of you will officially become ninja. So this exam has a failure rate of 66.6%. Kakashi explained, earning surprised looks from his students. See, I told you that you wouldn't like it. HN. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Oh, and don't eat breakfast. You just might throw up, Kakashi said as he left via Shunshin. The next morning, Squad 7 showed up 10 minutes before 7 a.m. Kakashi, however, didn't show up till 11:15. Good morning, everyone. Kakashi greeted. You're late, yelled Naruto and Sakura. Ah well, you see, a black cat crossed my path, so I decided to go the long way around, lied Kakashi. He knew he built up a reputation for being late except for emergency situations. Yeah right, Naruto mumbled. Kakashi had just set the alarm he brought to go off at noon. Okay, now I'll explain the rules. He held up 2 bells. I have 2 bells, your goal is to take them no matter what. The one who doesn't get a bell will be tied to the stump while his teammates eat lunch in front of him or her. Not only that, but that person will be sent back to the academy as well. However, if none of you get a bell, you all go back to the academy. Make sure you come at me with the full intent to kill, otherwise you'll never get the bells. Even if you have to use kunai and shuriken. But sensei, those are way too dangerous, Sakura said, somehow worried their sensei would get hurt. Ha! This'll be a piece of cake, you couldn't even dodge that eraser, Naruto said, fully believing what he just said. The weakest one usually bark the loudest, and are the first to fall. Now just don't be a sore loser when you fail, Kakashi taunted. The word loser set Naruto off, so he pulled out his kunai in an attempt to kill his sensei. But before anyone knew what happened, Kakashi was behind Naruto, holding the armed right hand with his right, and his left hand on Naruto's head. Whoa, so this really is a Jounin. I didn't even see him move, Sasuke thought. Hold on, I didn't say start yet. But you did come at me with the full intent to kill me, so I guess I'm starting to like you guys. With that, Kakashi let go of Naruto. Once Naruto turned around, Kakashi said, okay, start. On command, Sasuke and Sakura disappeared in the trees surrounding the training ground. However, Kakashi was surprised that Naruto was still in the clearing. Aren't you a little confused? Kakashi asked. No way. I'm taking you on one-on-one, Naruto proclaimed. Very well, Shinobi Battle Tactic No. 1, Taijutsu, Kakashi said, as he pulled out his book Make Out Paradise. Ha, a book? Take me seriously here, Naruto yelled. Go ahead and attack. Even while reading, I doubt your attacks will be effective, Kakashi replied, taunting Naruto. Irritated that he was being underestimated, Naruto charged. Naruto jumped, aiming for Kakashi's head with a right punch. Kakashi just put his hand up and caught the punch. Naruto then dropped down and attempted a left roundhouse to Kakashi's torso, to which Kakashi merely ducked. Naruto used the momentum to spin around and throw a left punch at Kakashi's head, only to hit air. Sakura saw Kakashi behind Naruto, with the tiger hand sign. Naruto, watch out, behind you, Sakura warned, giving away her position to Kakashi. Too late, you shouldn't let your opponent get behind you. Leaf-style secret finger jutsu, 1,000 years of death, Kakashi warned. The result was Naruto sent flying by a finger poke to the ass, and he went flying into the river flowing through the training ground. Splash. Kakashi resumed reading his book. He doesn't let down his guard for a second, even against a fool like Naruto, Sasuke thought, waiting for an opening to strike at. I'm gonna get those bells no matter what, thought Naruto as he threw 2 shuriken at Kakashi from in the water. Kakashi just simply caught them as if they were toys. Splash. 7 Narutos came from the river and started charging Kakashi. 7 Narutos. Wait, those are solid clones, Sakura thought, as she couldn't believe what she was seeing. When did Naruto learn that high skill? Sasuke thought to himself, wondering where Naruto learned that jutsu. Oh, if he only knew. LOL. So it's true. You can use the shadow clone jutsu, impressive, but I doubt you can hold it for very long, Kakashi said, putting away his book. All of a sudden, a Naruto latched onto his back. What the? Never let your opponent get behind you. Good advice, sensei, you should have listened to it yourself. You see, I sent those clones from the river as a distraction, while I came from behind, and now it's payback time, Naruto declared, as Shadow Clone jumped in for a punch. This time the punch connected, just not its intended target. Instead, it was one of Naruto's other Shadow Clones. Poof went the Shadow Clone, shortly after being hit. So Naruto released the jutsu in order to find out if Kakashi had transformed into one of his clones. With a series of poofs, Naruto was all alone on the training ground. Looking around, Naruto found a bell laying next to a nearby tree. Oh, I guess I surprised him so much that he dropped the bell. Hee hee, said Naruto, as he went to grab the bell. As he bent down to grab the bell, he felt his feet leave from under him. Knowing that he fell into a trap, Naruto quickly touched the bell. Before he was shot straight up by his foot, he left a little surprise. If the bait is obvious, don't go for it. And think before you use a jutsu, otherwise it'll be used against you, Kakashi said, as he picked up the bell and attached it to his waist with the other one. I get it, Naruto said. I'm telling you, because you don't get it. You think you get it, but it's not the same as actually getting it. Get it? Kakashi asked. This is it, Sasuke thought, as he threw a mix of kunai and shuriken toward Kakashi. Won't you ever leer? Asked Kakashi, before he was interrupted by being hit by the multitude of weapons. Sakura gasped addition. While Naruto yelled, "Are you crazy, Sasuke? You didn't have to go that far." Poof, damn, he used a substitution jutsu. He made me think that he let down his guard, and I fell for it, Sasuke thought, as he ran for a new location. Oh, where did he go? Where is Sasuke? Did he see me? Sakura thought, as she ran after Sasuke. But stopped as she saw Kakashi. Pissed, Sakura. Sakura turned around and saw a wall of leaves in front of her. Feeling dizzy, she fell to the ground. She woke up shortly after, wondering what happened. Saw Sakura. Recognizing the voice, Sakura turned around in glee, but was turned to shock at what she saw. There was Sasuke, on his knees holding onto a tree with his right arm. He was covered in various kunai wound. His left arm seemed to be severed, as his right foot pointed the opposite way that it normally would be. Ayawaha! Sakura screamed, as she passed out again. Shinobi Battle Skill Number 2, Genjutsu, Illusions. Maybe I went too far with that, oh well. She just has to see past those things, Kakashi said, as he went to look for Sasuke. HN? That was Sakura. Genjutsu, Sasuke said, believing that Sakura could only have screamed due to what she saw in the Genjutsu. It's just simple mind control. Well, I'm different from the other two. You won't get me so easily, stated Sasuke, knowing Kakashi was right behind him. Hup. Okay, I'm finally down from that second trap, said Naruto, after he was caught in the same trap after escaping the first. Now I should sense everyone in like a 10-foot radius of that seal I placed on that bell. And he did. He could tell that Kakashi was in the middle of fighting Sasuke. Sweet, now I just gotta wait till Sensei is done with Sasuke, and get me that bell, said Naruto, as he hid himself in the trees and wait for his time to strike. Say that after you get a bell. My Sasuke, HN, taunted Kakashi. Sasuke started out with throwing 3 kunai at Kakashi. Kakashi easily avoided them. There is no point in using normal attacks, Kakashi thought, as Sasuke threw a kunai at a rope, setting off the trap he had laid for this situation. A trap? Kakashi thought, as he dodged the kunai and shuriken embedding themselves into a tree. Sasuke suddenly appeared behind Kakashi with a reverse roundhouse, with his left leg. Kakashi turned to block the kick with his left arm, he then grabbed Sasuke's leg with his right hand. Sasuke then threw a right punch, only to be caught by Kakashi's left hand. Sasuke then turned himself, to where he was now upside down. Sasuke the kicked downward with his right leg. Kakashi countered by blocking with his left arm, while still holding on the Sasuke's hand and leg. Sasuke then made an attempt to grab a bell. Kakashi noticed this and immediately backed away, but not before Sasuke could touch one. Sasuke then started some hand signs. Fire style, fireball jutsu. What? Genin can't use fire jutsu, it takes too much chakra, Kakashi thought, as Sasuke fired off the jutsu, to where Kakashi was standing. Once the fire cleared, there was only a scorched marked pit. Where did he go? Sasuke thought to himself. Earth style, headhunter jutsu, Kakashi said, as he pulled Sasuke down. Only Sasuke's head remained above ground. I'll admit you are different from the others. But different isn't always better. They say the nail that sticks out is the one that gets hammered down. Oh well, have fun digging yourself out. Haha, Kakashi said, as he headed back to where they all started. Shortly after Kakashi left, Sakura came running out of the trees and came to a complete stop when she saw Sasuke. Sakura? Sasuke asked. Aya. Sasuke's head by itself and it's talking. Sakura screamed, then fainted. A few minutes later Sakura awoke to find Sasuke above her, having dug himself out. Sasuke! Sakura yelled, for joy when she latched onto him. Ugh, get off, Sasuke said, and Sakura obeyed. I got to get me one of those bells, Sasuke said as he stood up. Sasuke, you're still trying to get one of the bells? Asked Sakura. I touched one earlier. Really? That's amazing, Sasuke. Unbelievable. I'm never going to get one of those bells, said thought Sakura inner Sakura, respectively. Meanwhile, as Kakashi made his way back to where the test started, he felt like something was behind him. But when he turned around there was nothing there. Must have been my imagination. Oh well, I wonder if Naruto has found those lunches I placed by the memorial stone yet? Kakashi thought, not noticing that one of the bells were missing. Haha. Alright, I got a bell. I knew Sensei wouldn't notice in time. It was just like with Iruka Sensei, when I put a seal on him when he told me to run. Naruto said to himself. Flashback. Naruto, I need you to run, don't let Mizuki have that scroll. Iruka whispered, so Mizuki couldn't hear. Just before Naruto got up to run, he placed his hand on Iruka's left elbow, leaving behind the seal for the flying Raijin Jutsu. Flashback end. Well, I guess that means I pass. Hee hee. Naruto said, excitedly. Listen, Sasuke, there is hardly any time left. Why don't we just try again next year? Sakura asked, having lost confidence that they could pass the test. No. I've come too far to just quit, Sakura. I have to kill that man. I'm the only one who can kill him. Ruriini and Nig damn. Let's go back, said Sasuke, once he heard the alarm clock sound, back by the tree stumps. Everyone was gathered there to hear Kakashi's verdict. But before he could begin, hey Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said, getting Kakashi's attention. Naruto held up a bell and asked, since I got a bell, that means I pass, right? Everyone there stared at Naruto, as if he had two heads. How the hell did he get a bell? Is what went through everyone's mind. Naruto, how did you get a bell without me noticing? Asked Kakashi. Hee hee. A ninja shouldn't reveal his secrets, right, sensei? Naruto countered, not wanting to reveal his secret jutsu just yet. That's all I'm gonna get out of you, isn't it? Yup. Well, to answer your question, Naruto. No, you don't pass. Because you didn't get to point of this exercise, none of you did. It was so basic teamwork. Had all of you come at me, more than just Naruto would have gotten a bell. Kakashi explained, but there were only 2 bells, sensei. Sakura stated, yes, I purposely pit you all against each other, so you could work past your personal interests. Naruto, you went out completely on your own. Even though you got a bell, you still didn't work with the others. Sakura, you were more worried about not knowing where Sasuke was when Naruto was right in front of you. Sasuke, you thought the others were so far beneath you that you thought they were worthless. You see that stone over there? Some of my closest friends' names are engraved on it. They were all heroes, Kia heroes to be exact. Said Kakashi. What's Kia-sensei? Naruto asked. It means killed in action. Sakura explained. I'll give you one last chance. Naruto, eat your lunch. But don't give the others your food. If you do, you'll be sent back to the academy. Said Kakashi. No. We are a team. If we don't eat, we'll only weaken our chances of getting the bells. Naruto said, not agreeing with Kakashi's rules. He's right. We're a team, and we stick together. Sasuke said, agreeing with Naruto. Yeah, the 3 of us are one. Said Sakura, surprised that she is agreeing with Naruto. The 3 of you are one? Asked Kakashi, not looking too happy that they don't seem to want to follow his rules. Yes. Said all 3, simultaneously. All right then, you 3 pass. Kakashi said with a nice smile. You're the first ones to pass my test. The others just simply did as I said. Those who break the rules are trash, but those who abandon their friends are worse than trash. Squad 7 begins its first mission tomorrow, Kakashi said with a thumbs up. It has been about 2 weeks since the bell test, and Naruto was getting frustrated. Frustrated enough to go back to the 4th Hokage's house, and get the scroll he returned after discovering that Hinata found out. Still not noticing the letter in the hiding place, not only because he hadn't been going on any exciting missions, but because Kakashi wasn't teaching them anything but teamwork exercises. And what's worse is that Sasuke and Sakura, mostly Sakura on Sasuke's behalf, was bugging him about how he had gotten hold of the bell. Naruto of course wasn't showing it, but he was getting annoyed. He didn't trust them enough to tell anyone else with the knowledge of his jutsu. At the moment, Naruto and the rest of Squad 7 were on another irritating mission. The mission, capture the feudal lord's wife's cat, Tora. Can you see the target? Asked Kakashi, over the headset. Yeah, I'm about 5 meters away. Just give me the signal. Responded Naruto. Alright, go. Kakashi ordered. Once the order was given, all 3 jumped in to corner the cat, and it was Naruto's job to capture once the cat was cornered. Naruto was glad that the cat was caught, but no so much when the cat decided to treat him like a scratching post. Good tough him much. Naruto reported. Good, can you confirm the red ribbon on the right ear? Kakashi asked. Yeah, target confirmed. Sasuke confirmed. Very well, good job team. Mission, capture lost pet is a success, Kakashi said. And with that they returned to the mission hall, to report in on their mission, as well as to pick up another D-rank mission. Let's see. We have a fence that needs painting, weeds to be picked, a child to be Babaisa the third was saying, before he was interrupted. No way. I want a real mission, not any more of these chores, said Naruto, irritated that they'd be getting another chore as he called it. Listen Naruto, every day we receive missions. From babysitting to assassination. These missions are then taken, and then ranked based on difficulty. Genin, such as yourself, go on D or low C ranked missions. But since you are fresh out of the academy, D ranked is your only option. The old Hokage explained. Oh come on old man, I'm not the same little kid that used to play pranks anymore. I want a real mission. Naruto responded, crossing his arms. Naruto, you can't just call the Lord Hokage old man. It's disrespectful. Besides, Lord Hokage is right. You're fresh out of the academy, You need more experience before you can take on AC-ranked mission. Scolded Irika, who was sitting next to the third Hokage. It's alright, Irika. Naruto wants to prove that he is no longer a brat, but a former brat. Said Hiruzen to Irika. I'm gonna be hearing about this later. It's a shame, but AC-ranked mission would be a good chance to see how Naruto got the bell. Kakashi thought. So be it. Relented the third Hokage. HN? Responded Squad 7. Please send in the client that Squad 7 will be protecting. Ordered the third. In walked an old man of about 59. Wearing glasses, a dark gray v-neck shirt, and khaki-colored pants, a towel around his neck, and a pointed hat. He came in slouched against the door frame with a bottle of alcohol. What, are these the idiots that are supposed to protect me? They don't look like much. Especially the short one with the funny face, commented the man. Growled Naruto, knowing that the man was talking about him. But did nothing in retaliation. Tazuna, I assure you that they are more than capable of protecting you from any bandits. Said the third Hokage. Also, I'm a Jounin. You'll be perfectly safe with us. Said Kakashi, adding in his 2 cents. Alright then, I plan on leaving soon. And I expect you to protect me, even if it costs you your lives. Replied Tazuna. Very well, team will meet in 2 hours at the front gate of the village. Said Kakashi, leaving via Shunshin. Squad 7 has left the gate about 3 hours ago. Tired of the silence, Sakura decided to find out more about their client. So Tazuna, where are you from and what do you do exactly? I'm from the Land of Waves, and am a master bridge builder. Tsuna answered. Kakashi-sensei, there are ninja in the Land of Waves, aren't there? Sakura asked, wondering why their village was being hired. Kakashi looked up from reading his book. At least they thought he was reading, instead he was trying to figure out how Naruto got the bell. It was driving him crazy. No. The Land of Waves has natural protection from the sea, so they don't really see a need for a military. Kakashi went on to explain about the 5 great nations, their villages and their kages. A few minutes passed by, and Kakashi noticed a puddle on the ground. Once they passed, 2 figures came from the puddle and attacked. One jumped and wrapped the chain, connecting the 2, around Kakashi. One down. Said the ninja, with 2 horns on his headband. The chain then tightened, everyone froze at what was happening. The chain then ripped through Kakashi, leaving him in pieces. The 2 ninja then raced toward Naruto, in an attempt to do the same. 2 down, said the same ninja. Sasuke jumped in the air and threw a shuriken at the chain, before it could be wrapped around Naruto. The force of the thrown shuriken embedded into the tree with the chain. Sasuke then threw a kunai at the middle of the shuriken, in order to keep the 2 ninja from using the chain any further as a weapon. I can't get loose. Said the ninja, with 1 horn on his headband. Sasuke landed on their restrained arms. Placing a hand on either, he kicked both ninja in the face. Using this opportunity, they broke off their connection with the chain. Once loose, the 2-horned ninja resumed his attack on Naruto, while the other went after Tazuna. As the ninja closed in on Tazuna, Sakura put herself in the way. Stay back, Sakura said, pulling out a kunai for defense. Sasuke then moved in front of Sakura, not believing that she could handle the incoming ninja. Gasped Sasuke? Asked Sakura, surprised to see him appear before her. Just then Kakashi appeared, suddenly having both ninja unconscious in his arms. Show off, thought Sasuke. Kakashi-sensei? Thought Naruto and Sakura. Looking over to where they saw Kakashi killed, was a pile of a shredded log. He used the substitution jutsu. They thought, we're saved. Thought Tazuna. Good job Sasuke, you too Sakura. Sorry I didn't show up earlier Naruto, I didn't think you'd freeze up like that. Kakashi said, as he began tying the 2 ninja to a tree. But at least you didn't get hurt by the looks of it. Ugh. Why? Sasuke didn't even flinch, like he's done this 1,000 times. Even Sakura wasn't scared. Why was I the only one that froze? Thought Naruto, frustrated that he froze in his first real fight. Hey! You're not hurt, are you, scaredy cat? Taunted Sasuke. GGGRRRR, you'll eat those words Sasuke, believe it! Countered Naruto, wanting to fight Sasuke now. But he knew the mission took priority right now. These 2 are known as the Demon Brothers. They are rogue Chunin of the Mist Village. They continue fighting for as long as they're able, which makes them somewhat formidable. Kakashi informed, silently impressed that Naruto didn't try attacking Sasuke for that taunt. Why did you let the genin handle them then, if you were still alive? Asked Tazuna. I had to find out who their target was. If it was a grudge between villages, or if they were hired to take out our client? Kakashi replied. How did you know we were going to attack? Asked the ninja, with 1 horn. A puddle on a sunny day, when it hasn't rained in weeks. Sounds pretty conspicuous, don't you think? Explained Kakashi. Anyway Tazuna, we need to talk. Tazuna Gulp Edition, how come? He asked. You didn't say that there would be ninja after you. The mission was simply to protect you from bandits. This has now become at least a B rank, which would be out of bounds for this team. I'm sure you have your reasons for lying to us, but there isn't much we can do. Kakashi explained. This mission is too much for simple genin like us. I mean, Naruto can't handle it. He froze on his first serious mission. We should go back, said Sakura, scared of running into more ninja. Kakashi looks at Naruto. Knowing that Sakura was right, but wanting a chance to find out Naruto's secret, decided to make it seem as if he was agreeing with Sakura. Sakura does have a point. I guess we'll have to go back to the village, Kakashi said. GGGRR, so what? I messed up, it doesn't mean I'll do it again. I'll protect that old bridge builder with my life, I swear it, stated Naruto, wanting to continue with the mission. Alright, we'll take Tazuna to the border. We'll get on the boat provided for us to enter the land of waves, then he will give us his explanation for his Desiat, before I make the final decision when we hit land. Let's go, ordered Kakashi. Once at the border, they met with a friend of Tazuna's. They were almost to the bridge when, so Tazuna, care to explain? Asked Kakashi. Yeah, you're right. First of all, this mission is out FO bounds for those genin anyway. About a year ago, a very wealthy man came and took over all our shipping businesses. You've at least heard of him, his name is Gatu, Tazuna said, beginning his explanation. You mean Gatu, the shipping magnate? Kakashi asked. He is one of the wealthiest men in the world. Yes, that's him. On the surface he is a successful businessman, but beneath all that, he sells drugs and contraband. He is like a plague to our country, he won't stop until we're dead. The only hope we have is to build this bridge that connects us to the mainland. Tazuna confirmed. But that doesn't explain why you lied, Kakashi stated. Because of Gatu, everyone is poor. Even the feudal lord doesn't have any money. If this bridge is completed, then life will return to this land. Tazuna finished. So that's why Gatu hired ninja to kill you. You're in his way, stated Sakura. If you end this mission now, I'll surely die. But don't worry, my 10-year-old grandson will just cry his eyes out. And my daughter will hate and blame the Leaf Village for my death, Tazuna said, with a smile in an attempt to make them pity him. Well, I guess we have to continue the mission then, said Kakashi. I win, thought Tazuna. On they reached land, they said thank you to Tazuna's friend and left for Tazuna's house. This time they won't send Chunin, it'll be a Jounin. And what the hell is Naruto's secret? How the hell did he get that bell? Kakashi thought. Naruto, anxious to prove himself, started looking for any sign of ninja. Even if there weren't any. There, Naruto thought, as he threw a kunai into the bushes, causing Tazuna and Sakura to panic. Just a mouse or something, stated Naruto, trying to act cool. There was nothing there and you know it, you idiot, yelled Sakura. Hey kid, are you trying to kill me by causing me to have a heart attack? Yelled Tazuna. Rustle. Naruto heard a rustle in a different set of bushes and threw another kunai. Naruto, will you knock it off already? Yelled Sakura, as she hit him over the head. But Sakura, there was something there this time. I mean it, explained Naruto, as he went over to the bushes to prove it. What he saw was a white rabbit. Naruto quickly picked it up to apologize to it, as if it would understand him. That's a snow rabbit. But it's spring, it should have brown fur. Which means, it was raised in captivity for the purpose of a substitution jutsu, Kakashi thought. He heard something coming their way. Get down, Kakashi ordered, as a giant sword came spinning out of the trees. Everyone jumped to the ground, to avoid the sword. Sasuke brought down Tazuna with him, so he wouldn't be killed. The sword then embedded itself into a tree nearby, with a man standing on it. Everyone stood up, and looked at the man. He had black hair, brown eyes. He wore typical Mist Village stripped pants, mimetic wrist warmers extended to the elbows, and match-in leg warmers. His headband's insignia was on the left side of his head. Well, if it isn't Zabuza Momochi, rogue ninja and former member of the 7 Swordmen of the Mist, Kakashi said, realizing who it was. Naruto was about to charge him when Kakashi held his hand in front, stopping him. Everyone, stay back. He is not someone you can take on. It'll be tough for me, unless I use this, Kakashi stated, getting ready to lift his headband from his left eye. So, Kakashi the copy ninja. The man said to have copied over 1,000 jutsu, the one to have obtained the Sharingan. Zabuza stated. Sharingan? What's that? Thought Naruto and Sakura. Sharingan? Sasuke thought, wondering what Zabuza was saying. Surround and protect Tazuna, Manji formation. You'll have to fight me first, Zabuza. So I already get to see the Sharingan so soon. Heh, I'm honored, said Zabuza. Well then, let's begin, shall we? Zabuza then grabbed his blade and removed it. He then landed on the water nearby. Ninja art, hidden mist jutsu. A dense fog started to move in. The genin from Squad 7 surrounded Tazuna. Zabuza had moved from his spot on the water. He'll come after me first. He was a member of the Mist ANBU Black Ops, masters of the silent killing technique. Basically, you won't ever know that he was there. Kakashi said. 8 points. Liver, lungs, spine, clavicle vein, jugular, brain, kidneys, and the heart. Where should I strike first? Zabuza said, scaring the genin. Heh, seems as though one of them is trembling. Zabuza finished, referring to Sasuke. Kakashi flared his chakra in response, resulting in some of the fog dispersing. Feeling the killing intent in the area, From 2 jounin, Sasuke felt overwhelmed. Ugh, so these are jounin. Such killing intent, it's unbearable. I'd rather take my Sasuke thought, slowly bringing his kunai up, before Kakashi interrupted. Sasuke, calm down. I will protect you with my life, said Kakashi, turning around with an eye smile and not wanting his student to do something stupid. Hehe, you know you can't keep that promise, Kakashi, said Zabuza, his voice coming from all angles. Suddenly Zabuza appeared, between the genin and Tazuna. Now, the old man is mine, proclaimed Zabuza. Before Zabuza could seam his blade, he was stopped by Kakashi stabbing him with his kunai. But instead of dropping dead, Zabuza turned into a puddle of water. Nice try, Kakashi, said Zabuza. He swung his blade through Kakashi. This resulted in the same as with Zabuza. What? Nice try, Zabuza, said Kakashi, mocking Zabuza. I see, you already copied my water clone jutsu and hid yourself in the trees waiting for me to strike. Impressive, Zabuza said. It's over, Zabuza, Kakashi proclaimed. Oh, on the contrary, Kakashi, said Zabuza, this time from behind Kakashi. The water clone dispersed, as Zabuza swung his blade toward Kakashi. Kakashi responded by ducking under the swung blade. Zabuza then brought the sword toward the ground, and switched from his right hand to his left hand, giving him the opportunity to kick Kakashi. Unable to dodge, Kakashi took the kick, hoping to be able to escape into the water. Zabuza gave chase, but skidded to a halt as there were Mitsubishi spikes blocking his path. Mitsubishi spikes? You'll have to do better than that, Kakashi, Zabuza claimed as he shined away. Ugh, something's not right. This water is too heavy, said Kakashi as he surfaced. Too late, said Zabuza, as he appeared behind Kakashi forming hand signs. Oh no, said Kakashi, realizing he was in trouble. Water style, water prison jutsu, Zabuza used, capturing Kakashi. Now, time for the brats. Water clone jutsu. A water clone rose from the water and headed for the genin. Wearing those headbands pretending to be ninja. None of you know what it means to be a ninja. By the time I was your age, my hands were already stained in blood. What do you mean? Asked Naruto. He is talking about the reason why he became known as the Demon of the Mist, Kakashi said. So you've heard about our graduation exam, eh? What exam? Asked Naruto. It was Kakashi who answered. About 10 years ago, a child, who wasn't even a ninja, killed over 100 other students. Because of that, the exams had to be changed. Yes. Imagine pitted against your best friend, who shared your dreams, had lunch, and spent so much time with, only to end your life, to become a ninja. Ha 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 ha. Naruto coughed as he was suddenly kicked by Zabuza's water clone. Naruto skidded to a stop, and noticed that his headband was missing. You don't deserve to be called ninja if you've never even brushed with death. You good for nothing wet behind the ears, genin. I'll never consider you ninja, unless you make it into NY bingo book. Naruto, not being one to take insults lying down, stood up. Shadow clone jutsu, Naruto shouted, creating 25 clones. Shadow clones, eh? And quite a few of them too, Zabuza said. Kid is better than I expected. That's supposed to be a forbidden rank jutsu of their village, yet this brat makes it look easy. Oh well, it's still not enough to beat me, Zabuza thought. Naruto and his clones charged in, and dogpiled on top of Zabuza. Zabuza, however, overpowered Naruto and his clones, causing all the clone to disperse. Naruto, what were you doing? You're no match for a jounin like that, yelled Sakura. Sakura then noticed that Naruto had his headband back. Your headband? That's what he was after. What are you doing? This battle was lost the moment I got caught. You have to take Tazuna and run, Kakashi yelled. Hey, the ugly freak with no eyebrows, Naruto taunted. Put this in your bingo book. The one who never gives up, who will one day become Hokage. His name is Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke, I have a plan. Let's hear it, replied Sasuke. Ugh, this can't end well. They refuse to listen to me. Not happening, you brats, Zabuza said, as he took down Sasuke. Sasuke, Sakura yelled, in concern for her crush. Shadow clone jutsu, Naruto yelled. The clones then charged forward, like before, this time in order to save Sasuke. The result was the same as last time, except for the fact that Naruto was digging for something in his bag. Finding what he was looking for, Naruto tossed both items towards Sasuke, who was freed. Sasuke caught the folded object. So that's it, nice going, Naruto, Sasuke thought, while spinning a complete 360 degrees. Unfolding the weapon, Sasuke held it in front of him. Demon Wind Shuriken, Windmill of Shadows. With that said, Sasuke jumped into the air, throwing the Demon Wind Shuriken. Instead of being aimed at the water clone, the shuriken went straight to the original Zabuza. Aiming for the real me, not bad. But not good enough, said Zabuza, catching the shuriken. Zabuza then noticed the second shuriken that he didn't see thrown. A second shuriken in the shadow of the first? This is the Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. But still not good enough, Zabuza said, jumping over the second shuriken. Poof, take this, yelled Naruto, as he released the transformation jutsu. Naruto then threw a kunai at Zabuza. Unable to do anything but dodge and release the jutsu holding Kakashi, Zabuza moved to his left. But not before getting cut by the kunai thrown by Naruto. Zabuza and Kakashi noticed the smoke bomb tied to the kunai thrown by Naruto. Poof poof, the smoke bomb tied to the kunai went off. At the same time, a smoke bomb went off by Naruto, just before he hit the water. Naruto used the smoke as a cover, in order to use the flying Raijin jutsu, resulting in Naruto giving Zabuza a kick in the side of the head. Ugh! Grunted Zabuza, as he skidded back on top of the water. Naruto splashed into the water, since he couldn't stand on it. Haha! Gotcha, you eyebrowless freak! Haha! Naruto laughed, resurfacing from the water. You little bastard! Zabuza yelled, enraged that he was hit by a mere genin. Zabuza attempted to throw the captured shuriken at Naruto, clanging only to be blocked by Kakashi's fist, the metal plate providing protection to his hand. Good job, Naruto and Sasuke, Kakashi said, glad to be free from the water prison jutsu. Now Zabuza, let's finish this. But I warn you, I won't fall for the same trick twice, Kakashi claimed. Naruto had, by this time, returned to his teammate's side. Zabuza and Kakashi pushed back away from each other, and began a long series of hand signs. Water style, water dragon jutsu, shouted both of them. The two water dragons rose from the water and clashed, resulting them to cancel each other out. So many hand signs and so fast. Did he really copy them all? Thought Sasuke. Zabuza and Kakashi then began to run in circles, keeping the other in sight. Zabuza stopped, as did Kakashi, and started on a new series of hand signs. My moves. He is, Zabuza thought, before they were interpreted. Reading them, Kakashi said, finishing Zabuza's thought. Did he read my mind? He is really pissing me off with that damn eye of his, Kakashi finished for Zabuza, continuing to copy Zabuza's hand signs. Continuing with his hand sign, with Kakashi copying, Zabuza yelled, all you're doing is copying my, you can't beat me with those cheap circus tricks. Kakashi, yelling the same thing, continued to copy hand signs. Zabuza came to a slight stop, seeing an image of himself behind Kakashi. What is this, a genjutsu? Zabuza thought. Water style, giant vortex jutsu, Kakashi said. What? Impossible, I was about to use the same jutsu. Why can't I keep up? Zabuza thought, while being hit by the jutsu. The jutsu slammed Zabuza against a tree. Looking up to the branch Kakashi landed on, Zabuza asked, how can you see the future? Yes, and I see your death. It's over, Kakashi replied, pulling out a kunai. Before Kakashi could act, two saban pierced Zabuza's neck. Zabuza, as a result, hit the ground with a thud. I thank you for your help, said a young man, in a separate tree. The young man had long black hair, a slender frame. His shinobi outfit consisted of the standard Kirigakure pinstriped outfit which stopped at his knees. Over this he wore a green haori with white trimmings, and around his waist a brown sash with a fringed trail wrapped around his waist twice, and a mask with red markings. Kakashi jumped down from the tree, in order to see if Zabuza was dead. He is dead, thought Kakashi, after not feeling a pulse. I must thank you, I've been waiting for an opportunity to take out Zabuza for a while now, said the boy, with a bow. That mask means that you're a tracker ninja of the hidden mist, Kakashi stated. Given his height and the sound of his voice, I'd say he isn't much older than Naruto. And he is already a tracker? Thought Kakashi. Yes, you are correct, replied the boy. What's a tracker? Naruto asked. Maybe if you'd listen, instead of sleeping, during a lecture you'd know. A tracker is someone who finds and kills ninja who've betrayed their village, Sakura answered. Yes, that is my job. I must be going now. Again, I thank you for your assistance. Goodbye, said the boy, as he grabbed Zabuza's body and shined away. Well, looks like the worst is past us now, Kakashi said, pulling his headband back over his eye. Yeah, thank you for protecting me. You all can stay at my place until the mission is over, it's the least I can do, said Tazuna. Naruto, just how did Kakashi began, as he collapsed unconscious. Kakashi-sensei. The three yelled. What's wrong with sensei? Asked Naruto. Sakura went over to check. Not seeing anything wrong, she concluded only one thing. He's fine. Probably just used up too much chakra, said Sakura. Well, let's get your sensei over to my place so he can get some proper rest, said Tazuna. With that, Naruto and Sasuke picked up Kakashi and headed for Tazuna's house. Kakashi woke up, and realized that he was probably in Tazuna's house. Look guys, sensei just woke up, said Naruto, informing the others. How are you feeling, sensei? Asked Sakura. I've felt better. I'm not quite used to wielding the Sharingan like that for long periods of time like that, Kakashi replied. Well, maybe next time you'll take it easy then, said a young woman, who just walked in. She had long dark blue hair. She wore a pink shirt and a blue skirt that reached her calves. I'm Tsunami, your client's daughter. Nice to meet you, and thank you for letting us stay here for the duration of the mission, Kakashi said. Tsunami responded with a curt nod, and left to make dinner. Ah, you're up, I see, said Tazuna, walking in as Tsunami left. First I'll remove the bandages and drain some of the blood, stated the tracker ninja. As the tracker went to remove the bandages, he stopped as the corpse suddenly grabbed his arm. That's enough. I'll do it myself, said Zabuza, removing the bandages. Ugh. You're so brutal, Haku. You didn't have to go for the neck. That's true, but the neck has the easiest access. There's no muscle that could detour the Saban. The tracker, now known as Haku, replied. How long are you going to wear that stupid mask? Zabuza asked. I like this mask, and it was very useful to fool those ninja, Haku answered, while taking of the mask. Haku had a very feminine look about his, despite being a boy. Are you going to be alright next time you face them? Haku asked. Next time I'll beat the Sharingan, but it's that boy I'm more worried about. I've never seen a boy capable of being so fast, Zabuza replied. Wasn't it just a Shunshin Jutsu? Haku asked. No, it was something else. Something I've never encountered before, Zabuza answered. Kakashi shot straight up, just now realizing something. What's wrong, sensei? Asked Sakura, that young tracker. Do you remember what weapon he used? Kakashi asked, knowing the answer. Saban. Sasuke answered. That's right. Saban aren't really deadly, unless you hit a major blood vessels, said Kakashi. But what does it matter? Asked Sakura. Trackers are supposed to destroy a body on sight, and if they need proof then just the head would be enough. Trackers are also taught everything about the human body, and how it works. It's possible that this tracker is a fake, meaning that Zabuza is still alive. Kakashi explained. Aren't you thinking a little too deep into this? I mean, the guy got struck in the neck, said Tazuna. That's true. But anyone who is highly trained using Saban can cause a temporary death-like state by aiming at the neck. None of the Saban struck the jugular, which would be easiest to hit. And I forgot to mention, Saban can kill if they strike vital organs, but that is difficult if the person's body is well trained and has a thick muscle structure, Kakashi explained. Looking at his students, Kakashi not said that Sasuke seemed indifferent, Sakura was scared, but did wellish to hide it, and Naruto seemed excited. Oh boy, Naruto seems excited about this. Well, hopefully, this will provide chance to see how Naruto got the bell and managed to hit Zabuza. Sigh, this will drive me crazy if Naruto doesn't tell me us how he did all that, Kakashi thought. Anyway, we can't ignore the possibility that Zabuza is alive. Either way, even if that's not the case, we don't know if Gato has already hired someone else to take you out, Tazuna, said Kakashi. But sensei, if Zabuza is alive, then wouldn't we be at a disadvantage with you in this condition? Asked Sakura. Normally, yes. But anyone put in a temporary death-like state would need about a week to recover, which is for about the same length of time. I'll be out of Kamitayan as well. Anyway, in the meantime, you guys will be training. Training? What is that going to do for us? We don't stand a chance against Zabuza and that make kid, yelled Sakura. Sakura, who was it that saved me in the first place? You three have grown, especially you, Naruto. You've grown the most, Kakashi explained, complimenting them. By the way, Naruto, how did you manage to hit Zabuza anyway? Asked Kakashi, dying out of curiosity. Naruto, who was enjoying the compliment, was surprised by the question. Oh well, Naruto struggled to answer the question, as he didn't want to tell his teammates just yet. Hey grandpa, said a young boy, running into the room towards Tazuna. The boy has spiky black hair and dark-colored eyes, and wore a green jumpsuit with a yellow shirt and a simple pair of sandals. He also wore a blue and white striped hat. Inari, said Tazuna, greeting his grandson. These are the ninja that kept me safe on the way home. Say hi. While hugging his grandpa, Inari stared at the ninja. Grandpa, don't you see these weak people are going to get killed? Asked Inari, making it sound more like a statement than a question. Inari, don't be so rude to our guests, said Tsunami, coming back into the room to see her son. It's okay, I'm rude to them too. Haha, stated Tazuna. Sigh, honestly, you too. Anyway, dinner is ready, said Tsunami. After dinner, Squad 7 went out into the forest. Kakashi was able to walk, but only with the help of crutches. Kakashi stopped in a small clearing that had some very tall trees. Okay. Here is where you three will be training, Kakashi said. Kakashi-sensei, what are we going to be doing exactly? Asked Sakura. You will be learning how to control your chakra, answered Kakashi. But how come, sensei? I mean, we already know how to use chakra. So how is this supposed to help us beat Zabuza? Asked Naruto. Naruto's right. We know how to use chakra in order to use ninjutsu, said Sasuke. Slightly surprised that Sasuke agreed with Naruto, Kakashi began to explain. No, you barely know the basics. Up to this point you've only guessed at the amount of chakra necessary, and hoped that it would turn out right. Using too much or too little could cause the jutsu to not work at all. During ninja battles, a ninja must be able to use his/her chakra precisely at a moment's notice. This exercise will help you three do exactly that. Okay. So what do we have to do? Asked Sakura. I'll show you, replied Kakashi. Kakashi turned toward the closest tree and focused his chakra. Once he was finished, he began to walk up the tree, of course with the help of his crutches. Whoa! He's walking up the tree. Now that I think about it, my lack in chakra control is probably why I can only use the flying Raijin Jutsu. Like 10x before I'm out of chakra. So if this training does what Kakashi-sensei says, then I'll be able to use it a whole lot more. Alright, I got this. By the time I'm done, I'll probably be able to do the jutsu like a 100x. No wait, like a 1000x. Naruto thought, excited at the thought of using He4Th's jutsu better than before. Okay, I want you to each pick a tree. Then focus your chakra to the soles of your feet. It is said that the soles or your feet is the most difficult to focus one's chakra. Mastering this, you can master any jutsu. Theoretically. Anyway, use your kunai to mark how high you've gotten. Then use your previous mark as your goal and surpass it, Kakashi explained, taking notice that Naruto's eyes were now more like big white saucers. Doing as instructed, they each took out their kunai and began running toward their respective tree. Naruto only made it 2 steps before falling back onto his neck. Ouch! Damn it! Cursed Naruto. Upon landing, Sasuke made it about 15 feet, before the bark cracked beneath his foot. Quickly marking his place, Sasuke backflipped, landing on his feet. TST, this is harder than I thought. The control really has to be precise. Thought Sasuke. That's about what I expected from the two. Kakashi thought. Hey! This is easy. Yelled Sakura, sticking out her tongue toward her sensei. Nice job, Sakura. Said Naruto. Damn, why is it so easy for her? Naruto thought, frustrated and jealous at not making it anywhere on the tree. Well, so much for the future Hokage and famed Uchiha clan, right? Taunted Kakashi, intending to motivate the two boys. Shut up, Kakashi-sensei, don't be so mean to Sasuke. Yelled Sakura, not reading Kakashi's intent. Either way, Kakashi got the reactions he wanted, as Naruto and Sasuke seemed even more determined. Phew, I'm exhausted. How are they still going? Sakura asked herself, after about an hour of climbing and looking toward Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto hasn't made any progress at all. Any minute now, he'll complain and give up. Sakura thought. And that's exactly what Naruto did. So predictable. PST, Sakura. Do you got any hints you could give me, since you're so good at this? But please don't tell Sasuke, okay? Asked Naruto, really wanting to get this exercise down. He's asking for help. He really is growing up, isn't he? Now, if only I knew what he did in order to hit Zabuza. Kakashi thought. In a hideout in the middle of the forest, in what looked to be a giant tree house, Zabuza lay in his bed recovering. Slam or not. The door was slammed open by Gato and his 2 bodyguards, each carrying a sword. Licking your wounds, Zabuza? So much for the demon in the mist. More like you got beat like a rag doll, said Gato, walking towards the bed. Furious Gato reached for Zabuza, but was stopped by Haku's hand on his arm. Don't touch him with your filthy hands, said Haku, tightening his grip on Gato's arm. Hearing the sound of swords leaving their sheaths, Haku suddenly appeared next to Gato's bodyguards. You shouldn't do that. I'm really pissed off right now, he said, holding the swords to their owners' throats. Alright, you get one last chance, you better no fail, Gato said, leaving with his bodyguards. You didn't need to do that, Haku, said Zabuza, revealing the hidden kunai he had after Gato left. I know, but killing Gato now would cause them to come after us again. Haku replied. Sai, you're right. The next day, Sakura was left in charge of protecting Tazuna. Sakura yawned and stretched, since there was hardly anything to do. Are you always this lazy? Tazuna asked. Sakura just chuckled in response. Where are the other 2 at? Oh, they're still training. Since I'm the best, Sensei told me to protect you. Sakura replied. Sure, said Tazuna, with some sarcasm. This resulted in Sakura having a vein to bulge on her forehead. Tazuna called a man, to get Tazuna's attention. What is it, Jichi? Tazuna asked. Look, I've been thinking a lot. And I want out, said the man, now known as Jichi. What? But why now? We have just over a week left before the bridge is complete, replied Tazuna, shocked at what his friend wanted. We've known each other a long time, but Gato is bound to notice us. And if you get killed, it's all over. I'm sorry. Why don't we just quit building the bridge? Sai, it's already noon. Let's call it a day. Jichi, you don't have to come back tomorrow, said Tazuna, as he began to pack up and go home. At Tazuna's home, everyone had finished eating and Tsunami started cleaning dishes. Excuse me, why does this picture have someone ripped out of it? You've been staring at it all throughout dinner, Inari? Asked Sakura. Her response was silence. After a moment, Tsunami answered. It's my late husband. They used to call him a hero in this land, Tazuna added. The result was Inari getting up and leaving, slamming the door on his way out. And ignoring his mother's question, where are you going? Father, you know not to talk about him like that in front of Inari, yelled Tsunami, running after her son. What's wrong with Inari? Sakura asked. There seems to be some sort of explanation, Kakashi stated, interested in hearing the tale. The man that was in the picture, wasn't Inari's real father. But he loved the man as if he were. Inari's real father died when he was young, too young to remember. The man's name was Kaiza, and we proudly called him a hero. Tazuna then went on to explain how Inari and Kaiza met, how Kaiza became the hero, and how he died at the hand of Gato and his men. That's how the word courage was stolen from this land, and how Inari changed. Inari doesn't smile or laugh anymore. He doesn't even believe in heroes anymore. It's the same with the whole country. With a thump, Naruto fell to the floor. Naruto, where are you going? Sakura asked. Training would be a bad idea right now, considering the state you're in. Added Kakashi. I'm going to prove to that brat that heroes do exist, declared Naruto, as he headed out to train some more. On the 6th morning before training, we find Naruto in the middle of the clearing where Squad 7's, mostly Sasuke and Naruto's though, tree climbing exercise has been all week passed out. Not far away, Haku was gathering herbs to help Zabuza recover. Looking around for more herbs, he spotted Naruto sleeping in the clearing. Haku knelt down and placed his hand over Naruto, debating whether or not to just kill him now and spare him and Zabuza the trouble. Deciding against it, Haku shook Naruto awake. Wake up, you'll catch a cold if you sleep out here, HM? Naruto opened his eyes, and saw a beautiful young girl above him. Oh, hi. What are you doing out here, sis? Naruto asked, oblivious to the fact that Haku is a guy. I'm gathering herbs to help a friend recover from his injuries. Haku replied, oh, mind if I help? Be my guest. A half hour went by and Haku's basket was almost full. I couldn't help but notice that you're a ninja. What were you doing out here anyway? Haku asked. I was training. So I can get stronger. Naruto replied, you look strong already. Isn't that enough? No, I need to get so much stronger. I want to be acknowledged, and I gotta prove something to a little kid. I see, so you're doing this for someone else then? Huh? Naruto responded, not understanding what Haku meant. I believe that when you fight to protect something, then one can become genuinely strong. Haku clarified. Thinking back on when he went to save Iruka and the story of Inari's father, Naruto agreed. Yeah. I get it now. I totally agree, said Naruto, with his trademark smile. You'll become very strong someday, stated Haku, standing up to leave. See ya around, sis. Naruto called out. You might want to know I'm a boy. Haku replied. Wait, what? No way, he was even prettier than Sakura or Hinata. What kind of world is this? Pow, what was that for Sasuke? You missed breakfast, you loser. Sasuke replied. They two of them once again began training the day away. Later that night, Kakashi, Sakura and Tazuna were at the dinner table awaiting Sasuke and Naruto. Can I ask you something? Asked Tazuna. Go ahead. Kakashi replied. Why are you still protecting me, even though I lied about the mission? To abandon your duty is not courageous. Below the courageous there is nothing. It's a quote from our previous Hokage. That is the way of the shinobi. Shinobi don't move just because of money. Kakashi explained. It seems you're almost better, stated Haku. We'll begin our attack in the morning, said Zabuza. Very well. By the way, have you found a counter for that blonde brat? No, I haven't. Without knowing how he did it, I can't find a solution to hinder it. I see, then we can't give the brat a chance to use whatever it is, said Zabuza. So, you two are finally back. How'd it go? Asked Kakashi, as Sasuke came through the door with Naruto's arm over his shoulder. Huff, we did it. Huff, we made it all the way to the top. Huff, Naruto answered. Good, starting tomorrow you two will help protect Tazuna. Once dinner was finished and Tsunami started washing the dishes, Inari was staring intently at Naruto. Noticing how exhausted he was from training, he became frustrated. What? Naruto asked, noticing that Inari was staring at him. Slam! Inari slammed his hand against the table and began yelling. Why do you try so hard? You'll just end up dead anyway. Pfft. You maybe, but not us. Gato can't beat a ninja by himself or with a bunch of low lives that follow him around like some lost puppies, Naruto responded. Naruto was really getting annoyed with Inari's attitude this past week. Yeah, right. You should just mind your own business. You don't know anything about this country, or what it's like to suffer. That did it. Knowing that he has suffered from loneliness most of his life, Naruto snapped. So it's okay for you to play the victim? Well, I got news for you. There are plenty of people who have suffered more than you, so I don't want to hear it, you fucking crybaby. Inari ran out of the house crying, slamming the door on his way out. Naruto, you had no right to yell at Inari like that. Go apologize, Sakura began, before she was interrupted. Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about what it means to suffer, so mind your own damn business. While everyone was shocked that Naruto told his teammate off, Naruto went up to their room. Well, I never thought I'd see that. I heard that Naruto had quite the crush on Sakura. Well, Inari did hit a sensitive spot when it comes to Naruto, thought Kakashi. He yelled at me? Why? I mean, what was that about? Sakura asked herself. HMPF didn't think the loser had it in him to yell at Sakura, thought Sasuke. What was that all about? Naruto made it sound like he went through worse than Inari, or the rest of us. said Tazuna, wanting to know Naruto's story. Yeah, what was that about? And if he doesn't have a good reason, I'll beat him to a pulp, claimed Sakura. Ignoring what Sakura said, Kakashi explained without telling the whole truth. Well, it's mostly a matter of opinion, but Naruto has suffered more than most children his age. Getting confused looks from the others, Kakashi continued. Naruto has been alone most of his life, and is not very well liked within the Leaf Village. Because of that, Naruto has never really had any friends. Even now that seems to be the case. I doubt he doesn't even consider Sasuke or Sakura as his friends. But he seems like such a sweet boy, why doesn't people like him? Asked Tsunami. Because he always pulls pranks on people, that's why, explained Sakura. No, Naruto pulled pranks to be acknowledged in some way. Before he started pranking people, many ignored him. They acted as if he didn't exist, that's why he pulled all those pranks. So that people would look at him, and know he was still here. Kakashi said, correcting Sakura. I see, but that still doesn't answer my question. Knowing he wasn't allowed to tell them the real reason, Kakashi had no choice but to lie. Naruto was found outside the village the day following the Nine-Tails attack, so as far as we know he was born during the attack. So due to that unfortunate coincidence, Naruto is a constant reminder of that tragic day. Kakashi's story resulted in different actions from the others in the room. Sasuke seemed indifferent. Tazuna and Tsunami felt sorry for the boy, and wished they could help him in some way. And Sakura looked like she regretted jumping to the conclusion she made earlier. But wait, what about his parents? Asked Tsunami. Like I said, he was found. In other words, he doesn't have any, and Noon wanted to adopt him. Kakashi answered. Oh, a few minutes later with Inari, Kakashi explained to him why Naruto yelled at him. Kakashi also told Inari that Naruto knew what it meant to be strong, like his father Kaiza. The next morning Kakashi and Squad 7, minus Naruto due to overexhaustion, left with Tazuna toward the bridge. Minutes later Naruto had woken up and ached where his teammates were. Upon hearing that they left without him, Naruto quickly got dressed and rushed out the door. A few minutes later, as Naruto was rushing through the trees, he heard a rustling noise and decided to check it out. He came across a clearing with a dead boar in the middle. These cuts were made from a sword. And there are cuts all over the place, and it looks like whoever did this is headed for Old Man Tazuna's house. Not good, I'd better get going, Naruto said, jumping into the trees back the way he came. Upon arrival at the bridge, Tazuna and Squad 7, minus Naruto, can't believe what they saw. All the workers were dying or already dead. Tazuna rushed toward one of them and asked, "Who did this, a demon?" Was all the answer they got, as the man passed out from blood loss. So, they're here already yet? Thought Kakashi. Back at the house, Naruto arrived just in time to see Tsunami unconscious and Inari charging the two wannabe samurai. Seeing that Inari was about to get killed, Naruto decided to use the substitution jutsu. Twice. The first with Inari and the second with a log. Said log had a seal that the two swordmen didn't notice. "Ts, a substitution," said the man with the bandana. The two of them turned around to see Naruto glaring at them. Just as they were about to charge, Naruto dropped a smoke bomb, causing the two swordmen to stop their movements and raise their guard. While in the cover of smoke and unseen to everyone, Naruto used this opportunity to use the flying Raijin jutsu. Naruto appeared behind the two and grabbed their heads, slamming them hard into one another to knock them unconscious. Once the smoke cleared, Inari ran toward Naruto. "Wow, how'd you do that, Naruto? And how'd you know they were here?" Inari asked. "Ninja have to keep their secrets, Inari. Anyway, I saw a boar and trees all cut up, and they led to here. So I figured this place would come under attack, and I came to save the day." "Hee hee," answered Naruto, with a smile. "Anyway, Inari, I'm sorry for calling you a fucking crybaby. You were really brave just now. Anyway, I gotta go. My team most likely needs me now. See you later." With that, Naruto was off toward the bridge. Sasuke was in a difficult spot. All thought it didn't start out that way. Sasuke managed to keep up and surpass Haku in speed, until Haku decided to use his secret jutsu, Crystal Ice Mirrors. Being surrounded by a dome of mirrors gave Haku quite the advantage. Sasuke had already figured that the reflections in each mirror allowed him to travel at high speeds, faster than his eyes could keep up with. Damn! If only I had my Sharingan, I'd be able to read his moves, thought Sasuke. Suddenly Sasuke heard his name being called. Looking over, Sasuke saw a kunai thrown by Sakura in hopes of helping him. Unfortunately, Haku came from out a mirror and caught the kunai. "I'm sorry, but you won't be needing this," Haku claimed, just before a shuriken struck his mask, resulting in Haku falling out the mirror to the ground and leaving gash-like mark in his mask. Haku got up and looked around to see who had thrown the shuriken, but the perp couldn't be seen. Where did it come from? It wasn't Kakashi or the girl. Zabuza would have said something about it by now. And it wasn't this boy either. Since I had him in my sights, I see now, it's that other boy. But where is he? Haku thought, wondering where he was. GGRRR, that blonde brat is here. But where is he? Thought Zabuza, irritated at the interference. Is Naruto here or something? But if he is, where is he then? Thought Sakura and Tazuna. Sigh, good job, Naruto. Just stay out of sight, and keep distracting Haku," thought Kakashi, glad that Naruto was using his head. Naruto, in the meantime, has been hiding in the mist, waiting for another opportunity to strike. He had some shadow clones under the bridge placing seals, so he can move to a new place at a moment's notice. Luckily for him, the seals didn't vanish when his shadow clones disperse, so it gave him the advantage. Whenever he used a seal, he would just replace it with another before he attacked again. This would allow him to attack and not be caught. About 10 minutes has passed since Naruto arrived, and it has been interesting in the least. Kakashi and Zabuza had started fighting, Haku and Sasuke resumed fighting, Sakura was still protecting Tazuna. Zabuza had thickened the mist in order to hinder Naruto from helping Sasuke, but it wasn't helping. Naruto knew Kakashi wouldn't fall for tricks like last time, and would keep Zabuza too busy to go after Tazuna. So all he had to do was help Sasuke. Whenever Sasuke was being attacked, Naruto would counter by throwing kunai and shuriken, hoping to hit Haku good enough to stop him. But he only managed to bring cuts into his clothes, and some managed to cut into Haku's skin. I wasn't much, but it was at least something. Ugh, how does he have all those weapons? Anyone else would have run out long before now, Haku asked himself. Of course Sasuke wondered that himself, but didn't care right now since it was saving his ass. Naruto knew he would run out of weapons, so every time he finished throwing he used the flying Raijin Jutsu to move in his weapon's path, catch them, place a new seal and move to a new spot. He repeated this the whole time over and over. Man, that training Kakashi-sensei gave us really helped. I can use this jutsu almost as much as I want, thought Naruto, grateful for the tree climbing exercise. Haku had no choice but to adjust his tactics a bit, having taken note on the average time it took for Naruto to attack. For the next few minutes he made quicker and shorter attacks, in order to give Naruto less time to attack. Fortunately for Haku, it was working. Now all he had to do was keep it up. Naruto was getting frustrated, because now he couldn't hit Haku at all. Every time he tried, Haku ended his assault on Sasuke before he threw his weapons. Damn it! I can't hit him anymore. I can't just throw before he attacks, or he'll just take my weapons and that's it. Naruto thought, coming up with a plan. Naruto began placing seals on all his kunai and shuriken, not knowing which one Haku will grab. Naruto waited for Haku to attack again. Once Haku did, he waited just a little longer. Naruto threw his kunai and shuriken, confident that Haku will stop them to have him run out of weapons to use. Sure enough, Haku did exactly that. With a smoke bomb added into the mix of weapons, it went off just as Haku knocked a kunai with a seal on its handle. Once the smoke bomb went off, Naruto used the flying Raijin Jutsu, and grabbed his left hand, giving Haku the hardest kick he could muster to the gut, causing Haku to fly into his ice mirror. But instead of merging, he slammed against it, causing a crack in the wind to be knocked out of him. No way, how did he do that? Sasuke thought. Hey, how did you do that, loser? Sasuke asked. Now is not the time to worry about that, Sasuke, Naruto said, as he grabbed Sasuke. Naruto threw down his last smoke bomb and disappeared from within the dome. If it weren't for Naruto, Sasuke would have fallen due to the side effects of the jutsu. Okay, now we're outside of the dome. You okay now, Sasuke? Yeah? But why didn't you get me out of there earlier? We wouldn't have had to what we've been doing then, replied Sasuke, as he got his footing underneath the bridge. I didn't really think of that. Probably because he would have tried to get us both in that ice dome thing if I did, said Naruto, giving the only explanation he could have at the moment. Anyway, that jutsu should have taken up quite a bit of chakra. So we should try and take him out now, without being caught in that dome. HMPF, loser has a point for once. Guess there's a first time for everything. Right, just don't get in my way, loser. Just back me up, said Sasuke. What do you think I've been doing this whole time, you idiot? Waiting around sipping tea. Naruto hissed. Whatever, let's go. Before following him, Naruto noticed that Sasuke's eyes were different. They were blazing red like Kakashi's Sharingan, but in both eyes instead of one. And instead of 3 comma marks in them, the right eye had 2 while the left eye had 1. Shrugging it off for now, Naruto followed after Sasuke. Back on top, Haku had changed tactics with his jutsu since the dome no longer had any use. Haku released most of the mirrors and spread the rest around the area, hoping to catch his 2 opponents when they came back. He didn't have to wait long, as he saw Sasuke come back on top of the bridge. He waited to see both of them before he struck. Just a few seconds later, Naruto came up. He took his chance to strike, but not before Sasuke saw him coming. Sasuke saw Haku coming after them at a very high speed, or rather after Naruto. Turning around, seeing that Naruto hadn't noticed the oncoming attack, Sasuke jumped in the way, taking the attack meant for Naruto. After taking the attack, Sasuke retaliated by grabbing Haku and throwing him back the way he came. Thud, Sasuke! Naruto yelled, seeing Sasuke hit the ground. Going to his knees and picking up Sasuke, he asked. Why? Why did you save me? I didn't need your help. I don't know. My body just moved on its own. And my brother is still out there. I said I'd never die until I killed him. Don't you die, Naruto, Sasuke said, as he fell unconscious without breath. A few moments passed before Haku spoke. He risked his own life to save yours, knowing it was a trap. Is this the first time you've seen someone die? I'm sure it must be difficult for you, but such is the life of a shinobi. Shut up. I won't forgive you. I'll kill you, Naruto said, the nine-tails chakra flowing through and around his body. What's that? Is that Kakashi? No, it's much too strong to be him. Zabuza thought. Oh, this isn't good. The seal has loosened. I need to do something fast, Zabuza. We're both busy men. So how about we use one last move, winner takes all? Kakashi said, wanting to end this now. Interesting, alright. The faster I kill you, the faster I get paid. Zabuza replied. What? Chakra shouldn't be visible, but I can see it clearly. What is that, boy? Haku thought, believing he was in some serious trouble now. Yeah, that's an understatement, lol. Standing up, Naruto immediately charged Haku. Haku tried dodging but to no avail. Naruto was making him look like a snail in comparison to him. Landing a powerful punch to Haku's face, Naruto sent him flying. As Haku tried to get up, Naruto began charging again. Haku's mask cracked and fell to pieces till he ground at his feet. Naruto stopped himself just before his fist connected. Seeing that it was the boy he met in the woods under that mask, he asked. So that boy in the woods, that was you? From there Haku explained his life story to Naruto, about how his father killed his mother, and then him. How Noon wanted him, but Zabuza. Naruto, I want you to kill me. What? No! There has to be another way. Naruto said. There isn't, I'm just merely a useless tool for Zabuza. So please kill me? Haku replied. Hesitant, Naruto pulled out his kunai, and rushed toward Haku, intent on killing him quickly. It wasn't looking good for Zabuza. He was pinned down by Kakashi's ninja hounds. And what's worse is that Kakashi was in front of him, with what looked like lightning in the palm of his hand. This time you won't get away, Zabuza, I guarantee it, said Kakashi as he started his charge. Sensing that Zabuza was in danger, Haku caught Naruto's armed hand and said, I'm sorry, but there is one more use I can be for Zabuza. With a few one-handed hand signs, Haku disappeared. Assuming what he meant, Naruto used the flying Raijin Jutsu. Thanks to the seal he placed on Haku earlier when he first kicked him, Kakashi was surprised when Haku suddenly appeared before him, shielding Zabuza. But not nearly as much as when Naruto appeared, kicking Haku in the head away from Kakashi's target, Zabuza's heart. Naruto used the force of his kick to fall in the opposite direction of Haku, allowing Kakashi to hit his target just before the ninja hounds disappeared, since the scroll Kakashi used to summon them was pierced by Senbon. Haku was sent flying into the bridge's side wall, hitting it with his head, knocking him unconscious. How did he get here so fast? Damn it! It must have been his secret jutsu, and I completely missed it. How could I miss it? I mean, it happened right in front of me. Sigh, oh well, Zabuza is dead and the boy is unconscious by the looks of it. Kakashi's thoughts were interrupted when he heard someone new come onto the scene. Well, seems as though they failed again. Oh well, at least the rest of them seem pretty weakened, said Gatu, with 50 armed men at his side. Gatu, so he's finally come, has he? With him still alive and me worn out as I am, this is going to be difficult, said Kakashi. He tried to think of something, but being almost out of chakra, he had one option. Naruto? Kakashi looked around and saw Naruto picking up his supply of weapons from where the dome of ice mirrors once was. Kakashi was about to speak when Naruto returned to his side, but was interrupted. Hey, you brat in the orange getup. Is that boy still alive? Gata said, pointing toward Haku. Yeah, what's it to ya? Naruto asked. I want you to bring him over here so I can teach that punk a lesson for breaking my arm. Gata replied. Naruto, that's Gato, Kakashi began, before he was interrupted by Naruto. Yeah, I figured that much, sensei. Right, listen, I don't have much chakra. So I need you to use that secret jutsu of yours to at least knock out those men. I'll take care of Gatu. Kakashi explained. You mean kill him? Naruto asked. Receiving a nod, Naruto asked another question. Did you see the jutsu? Receiving a shake of the head, Naruto asked one last question. Do you have any smoke bombs, Kakashi-sensei? Confused, Kakashi nodded and handed Naruto his 15 smoke bombs. Seems as thought Naruto still doesn't quite trust everyone yet to show us his jutsu. Oh well, it doesn't matter at the moment, thought Kakashi. Taking them, Naruto told Kakashi his plan. Don't worry, sensei, I'll take care of Gatu. He's nothing but a rotten piece of shit that needs to die. It's because of him that Sasuke is dead. That statement earned a gasp from Sakura. Sakura had come over to ask Naruto how Sasuke was doing when she heard him say what happened to Kakashi. Sakura and Tazuna went to Sasuke's body once she found him. Ha! What can a little worn-out kid do of a bunch fresh-armed bandits, huh? Gata taunted. His response was Naruto jumping high into the air. Naruto threw all but 2 of his weapons and all but 1 smoke bomb at the large group of people, his weapons going toward the group and the smoke bombs in front blocking Kakashi's view from the group. Once the smoke bombs went off, Naruto set off his last smoke bomb as well. Under the cover of smoke, Naruto used his flying Raijin Jutsu to finish of everyone in the group. Gato included. When the smoke settled, all Kakashi could see was Naruto covered in blood, surrounded by nothing but corpses. Could it be that Naruto? No, it can't be, that Jutsu was lost long ago. But then how? Kakashi thought, finally beginning to have an idea of how Naruto was able to do all the things he did, from taking a bell to hitting Zabuza to this moment here right now. Naruto began walking back towards Kakashi's side. He was halfway there before he suddenly dropped his kunai and ran to the side of the bridge. Once there, he began throwing up over the side. I was wondering how long he would hold out. This isn't going to be easy for him, he's never killed before, and with his situation, he could take it completely the wrong way. Kakashi thought. Kakashi began hearing the sound of rapid footsteps. Turning around, Kakashi saw the citizens of the Land of Waves. Inari was the first to reach Kakashi. Curious about something, Inari asked. What happened to Naruto? Is he sick? No, you see the group of people over there? Kakashi asked, pointing to the slain bandits. The rest of the group had just arrived next to Inari and Kakashi. Yeah, what about it? Inari asked, wondering where this was going. Well, they're all dead. And Gato is among them. It was Naruto who killed them. Kakashi explained, earning gasps from Inari and Tsunami. This is Naruto's first time killing anyone, so it's difficult for him to accept that what he did was for the right reasons. Naruto wanted to avenge Sasuke's death, and he saw Gato as the cause. I think you can understand the rest. Kakashi then went to Naruto to talk to him about his first kill. Naruto, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let you go and kill everyone by yourself. I just want you to know, the Kakashi began, before he was interrupted. I know, Kakashi-sensei. I won't take it the wrong way, I'm not that dumb. I just don't like killing. Naruto said. I see. Well, you may have to kill again, Naruto, just remember to kill for the right reasons. Kakashi replied. I know, sensei. I won't kill unless it's to protect the people I care about. That's good. Come on, let's go and comfort Sakura. Kakashi said. Before they got too far, they heard Sakura yelling. Hey guys, look, Sasuke's alright. He's alive, Sai, that's good. Don't you think, Naruto? Kakashi asked. Yeah, that's great. Naruto said, with a smile. Oh, I gotta check on Haku. Later on at Tazuna's house, Haku had just awoken, and was sitting in Tazuna's living room. Naruto, please kill me. I have nothing to live for. Haku said. What? Why would you want to die? I mean, sure, Zabuza's dead, Bu, Sakura began, before being interrupted. Exactly. My dream was to protect and serve Zabuza, until he accomplished his dream. Haku explained. What was his dream? Sakura asked. It was Kakashi who answered, most likely to make another attempt and succeed in killing the fourth Mizukage this time around. Am I right, Haku? He had his reasons, I assure you. Haku answered. What reasons were those? Naruto asked. It was because of the fourth Mizukage that the Bloodline purge even began. Zabuza wanted to put a stop to it. He knew that it was weakening the Land of Water and Hidden Mist Village. He did it for me, and others like me. He didn't say it, but I knew that was why he did it. Haku explained. So he wasn't really that bad a guy. Why don't you live on and continue his dream then, instead of dying? Naruto asked. Was the response Naruto got from everyone in the house, including Haku. Make Zabuza's dream and make it your own. I'm sure that's what he wouldn't be wanted, should he have died and you survived. What do you say? Naruto explained. I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea, does it, Kakashi-sensei? As long as he doesn't kill innocent people, I suppose Ti would be alright. But since he doesn't like killing, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem. Kakashi answered with a nice smile. I suppose I could, but is it really alright with all of you? Haku asked. Yeah, I mean, sure, you hurt little Sasuke pretty bad. But he's alright, he won't hold a grudge against you. Ha ha. Naruto responded. Scoff, who are you calling little shorty? Sasuke taunted. What you say, Sasuke? Naruto. Knock it off, Sasuke's injured. And so Squad 7 argued amongst themselves until dinner time. A few days had passed and Squad 7 was headed home. After his injuries were somewhat healed, Haku left on his own. Once the bridge had been completed and after a teary farewell between Naruto and Inari, Squad 7 left. Sakura had asked Sasuke on a date, but was denied. Naruto tried his luck, and was denied along with a punch to the back of the head. Squad 7 had just entered the village, when Kakashi said, You guys go ahead, I'll report to the Hokage. Yes, replied his team. Going their separate ways, Naruto headed home thinking about all that happened. Sasuke risked his life for me. Maybe if I had told them from the beginning what I could do, that wouldn't have happened. I should have trusted them, but I can trust them now as long as they don't tell anyone. But there is something I gotta do first. This mission showed me that life can be too short, and I've been way too hesitant about something. But I gotta at least take a chance. Even if it doesn't work out, I gotta at least try. The next time I see Hinata, I'm going to ask her out. And hope she will accept the Nine Tails being inside me, Naruto thought, finally making up his mind about Hinata and his team. About a day passed since coming back from the Land of Waves. Naruto and his team had the day off. Naruto was walking around the village, hoping to spot Hinata at some point. He wanted to find and talk to her, before his team met up for training in 2 days. Hours passed with Naruto walking around, and still no sign of her. So Naruto decided to take a little break, and get some ramen at Ichiraku's. Once he got there, he shouted, "Hey old man, 2 miso please." "Oh, hey Naruto. I haven't seen you in a while. And sorry but Dad's not here right now, just me," said a young girl with brown hair. "Oh, hey I am. Yeah, I've been on a real tough mission," Naruto replied. "Oh, no one got hurt did they?" "No, Sasuke got a little beat up but he's fine." "Sigh, that's good. Here you go, eat up," Ayam said, handing Naruto his first bowl. "Thanks." Hinata asked why they were stopping. Kurenai-sensei. "Why did we stop?" "Because I want to see something real quick." "Stay here, I'll be right back," replied Kurenai. After Naruto was finished, he headed out to resume his search for Hinata. It wasn't until about an hour later that he heard Kiba's voice inside a restaurant, bragging about their latest mission. Looking through the window he saw Hinata, sitting next to a woman in a white bandage-like dress with a red sleeve and black hair. Naruto knew that she was Hinata-sensei, since he saw her come and get Squad 8 from orientation. Not wanting to get mixed up with Kiba and the rest of the team, Naruto decided to just hide out and wait for them to separate. It wasn't till about half an hour later that they came out of the restaurant and split up. Unfortunately, not the way Naruto would have liked. Kiba and Shino left in one direction, Hinata and her sensei the other. After about 5 minutes, Naruto assumed that Hinata-sensei was going to walk Hinata home. At least until they suddenly stopped. Watching, Naruto saw that Hinata-sensei was telling her something before she disappeared. Naruto was suddenly pulled back with a hand covering his mouth. He could tell it was a woman due to the perfume he smelt. "Calm down. I want you to keep your voice down when I take my hand away, got it?" she said. All Naruto could do was nod. Getting a positive response, she let him go. Getting a few steps away, Naruto looked up and saw that it was Hinata-sensei. "Why did you sneak up on me like that?" Naruto asked. "Look who's talking, following us like that." Kurenai noticed Naruto flinch, and became even more curious. "So, why were you following us, Naruto?" Kurenai asked. "I wasn't following you, I was following Hinata, so I can talk to her," Naruto replied. That's surprising. Normally it's Hinata following Naruto. What's his goal? Why were you wanting to talk to Hinata then? What's to you, aside from being her sensei? I believe I'm the one asking question here. So, what do you want to talk to Hinata about? You're not gonna let me talk to her without me telling you, are you? That depends on what you want to say to her. Scoff, I other word your answer is no, Naruto scoffed, looking away. You haven't told me what about. Why do you think I'll say no, Kurenai asked. Oh, what do you think? Naruto replied, a hint of anger in his voice. I see, you think I won't let you speak with Hinata because of what's inside you. Well, luckily you're wrong. I'll tell you what, you tell me what you want to talk to her about and I'll let you. No matter what it is. Okay, Naruto was surprised, to say the least. He wasn't sure if he could trust her, but he reluctantly agreed. Alright, deal. Naruto stuck out his hand. Taking his hand, Kurenai said. I'm Kurenai Yuhi, Hinata-sensei, as I'm sure you know by now. So what did you want to talk to her about? When they stopped shaking hands, Kurenai noticed that Naruto's cheeks turned red. This is interesting. Now I'm really curious. Well, I kinda wanted to ask her out on a date. Naruto said, unable to look at Kurenai. I see, but from what I hear you've had quite the crush on one Sakura Haruno. Or have I been hearing things? Well, I did, but not anymore. From what I hear you still do. It's all an act, Kurenai-sensei. An act? What do you mean? Kurenai asked. Naruto looked her in the eyes and answered. I've started having feeling for Hinata months before we graduated. We got to know each other quite a bit one day. She seemed very understanding towards me. It was about a month before I asked Sakura out after that. And I only did that because I knew she wouldn't say yes. Kurenai was surprised at Naruto's answer, and she couldn't see any deception in his eyes. But still, she had to find out more about why he wanted to ask out Hinata. But why the act? Why pretend to like Sakura, when you say that you like Hinata? And why wait till now? Why else? Hinata's from a clan, has a family. People act like clans are royalty. I don't have that. I'm an orphan, and people look at me like I'm the thing inside me. I think Hinata's more understanding, so I plan to ask her after I tell her that. But if she does accept, it needs to be a secret until people accept me, and I waited till now, because I wasn't sure what she would say. And during our last mission, it showed me that life can be too short to wait on certain things like asking a girl out. Hearing Naruto's explanation surprised Kurenai. She didn't agree with how Naruto had to be together, but couldn't argue with any of it. How are you going to keep it a secret, Naruto? Kurenai asked. By acting like we've been doing. Me pretending to like Sakura and asking her out. I'm not sure how exactly Hinata will be acting, but she'll continue the way she has been. And when we go on dates, we'll be under a transformation jutsu. To ourselves. That way Hinata won't get in trouble with those of her clan that doesn't like. That's if Hinata even wants to date me, and if she accepts everything about the way we'd have to date, and everything about me. Naruto answered. I see, you've really thought this through, haven't you? And I assume you would like me to keep this secret as well, am I right? If Hinata says yes to all of it, then yeah, very well, go ask her out then. I'll leave you two alone to do so. Hinata was wondering what was taking her sensei so long, so she decided to go look for her. Hinata activated her clan's Byakugan, and what she found shocked her. Her sensei was talking to Naruto, but she didn't know what about. Hinata decided to go and listen to their conversation. The first thing she heard Naruto saying, well, I kinda wanted to ask her out on a date. With every passing thing that was said between the two, Hinata began to resemble a tomato and eventually a dark red apple. The tomato thing has been done a lot, so I added something else. She herself didn't really care if she had a relationship with Naruto in secret or not. She was just happy to even have one with Naruto. Even if that meant she had to keep it from her friends and family, excluding Kurenai, of course. Hearing Kurenai agree and accept their relationship made her faint with a loud thud. Naruto and Kurenai went to look at whatever made that sound. When they came around the corner, they saw Hinata unconscious. Something tells me that Hinata heard most of the conversation. Sai, come on, Naruto. I'm sure you'd like a little privacy to talk to Hinata about this, Kurenai said, as she picked up Hinata. Right, answered Naruto, following after Kurenai. So, where should we go that would be private enough for you? On top of the Hokage monument. Alright, let's go. Not bad. Sounds like the perfect place to ask someone out, not a bad place for a date either, thought Kurenai, happy that Hinata was going to get a chase with the boy she admired so much. When Hinata awoke, she sat up and realized that she was on top of the Hokage monument. Why am I here? Hinata wondered. Finally up, sleepyhead? Said Naruto, turning her head. Hinata saw Naruto looking right at her. So, how much did you hear? Naruto asked. Finally snapping out of her light trance, she answered. The first thing I heard was NDAW wanted to ask her out on a date, and I heard everything after that. I see. What would have been your answer? At this, Hinata ended, making a ripe red apple jealous, with how red she became. But she answered nonetheless. Am I an answer? I is why yes. I can't believe I just said that. I'll finally be Naruto's girlfriend, and he'll be my boyfriend. Oh, I can't faint. Really? Naruto asked, not believing his ears. Why yes, I've always like you and Naruto. Hinata answered, while thinking that she'll faint at any second. Naruto was shocked by the confession, but knew he still had to tell her something before he could accept her answer. Wow, I didn't know that. But there's something I need to tell you first, Hinata. Something that could make you change your mind, was Naruto's reply to her confession. What could make me change my mind, Naruto? Hinata asked, not noticing her lack of stutter. Naruto hadn't noticed it either, but someone in the nearby trees did. Here it comes. I doubt Hinata would change her mind. If anything, it would make her admire him more. If that's even possible, Kurenai thought, while hiding in the trees. Well, it's the reason a lot of people in this village hate me, Naruto said, thinking this was the best spot to start. Gasp! I thought you didn't know why they hate you, Naruto, replied Hinata, with a slight stutter. Not at the time, but I only found out because of that bastard Mizuki. I heard about that. What did he tell you? Naruto let out a big sigh, before he answered. He told me that I was the nine-tailed fox that attacked the village. But Naruto, why you're the same age as us. I know I'm not the nine-tails, but a lot of people think I am. All because the fourth Hokage died sealing it away inside me the night I was born. Hinata let out a huge gasp. It all makes sense now. All those glares of hatred, the reason he never had any friends. It's because the older generation must have told ours to leave him alone, just like my clan, and even my father said that, thought Hinata. Hinata looked at Naruto and noticed that he seemed afraid that he'd lose her as a friend. But it was more than that now. She knew that he liked her not Sakura but her. Hinata got up and hugged Naruto from behind, since he was sitting on the edge. Naruto was surprised by the sudden hug. He thought that she'd run away from him in fear. Why, you're not afraid? Not afraid of the nine tails inside me? Naruto asked, wanting to make sure. And no. I admit that I makes me a little nervous, but you're hero and Naruto. The others, they should sse that. And I am sorry that they don't. If anything, Naruto, it makes me admire and like why you even more knowing that you can keep us safe every day, Hinata said, trying her best to make Naruto feel better. Naruto was so happy that he didn't have the words to describe it. Remembering why they were up here and why he told her the truth, Naruto asked. So does that mean you still want to be my girlfriend? I mean, we have to pretend we're not going out though. Why yes, I so want to be your girlfriend. And I understand why. Although I don't like that you'll continue to ask Sakura out, but you understand that it's to protect our secret, our relationship. It's kind of like keeping your HMPF? Hinata began, before her mouth was closed off by Naruto's hand. Knowing that Hinata didn't know that Kurenai was still nearby, Naruto whispered. Sorry Hinata, but your sensei is nearby. I can trust her with our relationship, but not about my jutsu. Okay? Once Hinata nodded, Naruto released her. I'm sorry Hinata, it's okay. You understand, just let me know when you do trust her, okay? Hinata replied. Trust me with what exactly? Kurenai asked, popping up after seeing what happened. I'm not really one who is quick to trust people, Kurenai-sensei. I mean because that big a secret was kept from me for so long. So please understand that it's not something you have to worry about. Okay? Naruto explained, hoping she'd leave it at that. I guess that's understandable. Is Hinata the only one that knows this secret then? Kurenai asked. No, the old man Hokage-ken. Hey, show Lord Hokage some respect, Naruto. Interrupted Kurenai. But he doesn't mind when I call him that. Anyway, what do you mean he doesn't mind? Kurenai asked, interrupting Naruto again. Meaning I've said it to his face, and sometimes he'd smile when I called him old man. Naruto waited for Kurenai to say something, but she didn't, and he continued. Anyway, old man Hokage knows. And after what happened during our last mission, I'm going to tell my teammates and sensei. I see. Well, you could trust me because I'm Hinata's sensei, but I'll let some time pass before that. Anyway, Hinata, we have to get going, said Kurenai. Why yes, sensei. Hinata replied. As they were walking away, Kurenai turned around to give Naruto a quick warning. Before I forget, Naruto, if you do anything to hurt Hinata, or force her to do something she isn't ready for, I'll personally bring you unimaginable pain. Understand? Why yes, Kurenai sensei, replied Naruto, afraid that she'd make good on her threat. Soon after, Naruto went to go get some ramen, and he was in a very good mood too. 2 days have passed, and Squad 7 was at their training ground. Everyone except Kakashi anyway. Kakashi eventually showed up, and got an earful from Sakura. Naruto was too nervous to complain, making everyone on the team curious as to why he was so quiet. So Kakashi decided to ask what the problem was. Yo, Naruto. Why so quiet today? You're usually just as loud as Sakura when I'm late. I'm fine, sensei. It's just there's something I have to tell all you guys. Naruto replied, while looking at the ground. That's unusual for the loser, thought Sasuke. What's this about? I want to get out of here and try to get a date from Sasuke, thought Sakura. Who else? LOL, does this have something to do with what happened on the bridge, in the land of waves when Sasuke put himself in harm's way to save you? Kakashi asked, sure that this was the reason why. Yeah, it is. Maybe if you guys knew, there could have been a way to avoid that. I mean, I'm not that smart, but I don't ever want someone doing that for me again, answered Naruto. I see. So what is it then? Kakashi asked, wanting to get to the point. I think it might be easier if I show you. With that, Naruto walked away, pulling out a kunai as he did so. Once Naruto was in the center of the training field, he threw the kunai towards a tree behind Kakashi. When the kunai passed the three of them, they saw Naruto disappear with a yellow flash, never hearing the thunk the kunai would make when it hit the tree. He disappeared? Where did he go? Sakura asked. Good question. Where did the loser go? Sasuke asked. Well, for starters, did any of you hear the kunai hit the tree? Kakashi asked, already knowing the answer. Realizing Kakashi was right, they turned around, only to see Naruto holding the kunai he threw. How did you get behind us so fast? I mean, the kunai was already past us before you disappeared. Was it some sort of genjutsu? Sakura asked, not believing her eyes. Sasuke couldn't believe his eyes either, and thought. Since when does he move that fast? Is that how he got the bell hit Zabuza and Haku? No, it wasn't a genjutsu, Kakashi answered for her. He couldn't believe it. The fourth Hokage's lost jutsu was somehow known only to Naruto now. Naruto, where did you learn the flying rain jutsu? What's that, Kakashi-sensei? Asked Sakura. It's a jutsu that the fourth Hokage used to defeat a ton of ninja in just a few seconds during the Third Great Ninja War. With it he became the world's fastest shinobi. Ever since his death the jutsu has been lost, until I found it 2 years ago the day I blasted old man Hokage with pink paint. Naruto explained. Everyone looked at Naruto as if he had just grown an extra head or two. What? How did you know all that, Naruto? Asked Sakura. Hey, just because I had the lowest grades doesn't mean I can't do research on awesome jutsu or the fourth Hokage, said Naruto. Okay, but Naruto, the fourth Hokage was my sensei. I didn't even know where anything even hinting towards the jutsu was, so how exactly did you come across it? Kakashi asked. Really, the fourth Hokage was your sensei? Naruto asked. Getting a nod in response, Naruto explained everything. About how he found it, all the times he used it, everything except that Hinata was the first to discover his possession of it, and the scroll's exact location. So let me get this straight. You mastered this jutsu over a year ago, you've used it to be the first one in class every day since then, and you still couldn't even use the basic clone jutsu? Sakura asked. Yeah, and I was only able to use it a few times a day. Well, at least before the tree climbing training Kakashi-sensei gave us, it really helped. Now I can use the jutsu a lot more times, it's crazy. Naruto answered. Where is the scroll containing the jutsu now, Naruto? Kakashi asked. Oh, I put it back, in case someone broke in and found it. I see. Did you learn any more jutsu from that scroll? No, I didn't think it would be a good idea until I had someone who was willing to help me master the jutsu. Sigh, that's good. Are you sure that the third Hokage knows about this? Yeah, you can ask him if you want. Anyway, can you help me master some of those jutsu, please? Naruto asked, really wanting to learn more jutsu. Forget it, Naruto. Those jutsu should go to someone who can really put them to good use, like Sasuke. And while you're at it, you could teach that flying Raijin jutsu to Sasuke too, since he'll be so much better at it than you anyway, said Sakura, thinking that Sasuke was more deserving of the fourth Hokage's jutsu. Naruto was about to yell, when he was interrupted by Kakashi. No. While the fourth Hokage had no known legitimate heir to pass on his jutsu, they should never just be handed out to just anyone, even those of the Hidden Leaf Village. This is for Lord Hokage to decide whether or not Naruto, or anyone for that matter, to learn the jutsu from that scroll. Understood? Yes, sensei. Sakura answered, reluctantly. Good. It's too late to train now, so we'll pick up a quick mission and be done for the day. But first, we'll get some lunch. Naruto, I want you to get that scroll real quick and bring it with you to Lord Hokage's. When we get our mission, he'll decide the scroll's fate. I'll save you some food, so go ahead, said Kakashi. Okay, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto replied, running off to fetch the scroll. Naruto arrived at the 4th's abandoned house. He had to be quick so he wouldn't get caught. Naruto went over to the fireplace and removed the scroll from its hiding place, bringing out the letter along with it. Naruto saw the letter, or letters rather, and decided to read them. Dear Naruto, it's me, your mom. My name is Kushina Uzumaki, and I'm pregnant with you as I write this. Your father and I are writing these letters in case anything happens on the day that you're born. By that I mean we'll be dead, and the nine-tailed fox would be sealed away inside you. I know this because I will have had the nine tails inside me. I hope it never happens, but you need to know that it was never our intention to let you have the nine tails inside you. We are truly sorry, but if you are reading this, it means we had no choice. Remember that we will always love you no matter what. Anyway, I should prove that I'm your mom by saying that you've probably sucked at school. I know because I'm the same way, hee. That should prove it. Anyway, I hope you've read this letter first, that way you'll be surprised at who your dad is. Anyway, I should get to my last words to you in case something does go wrong, but I doubt it. I want you to study hard if you're still in school, make lots of friends, eat healthy, meaning lots of vegetables, and I hope you'll find an amazing girl that'll make you happier than anything else. Remember that I'll always be with you inside your heart. I love you, son. Love, Mom. P.S. Do some research on the Uzumaki clan. We're all but extinct. And our country was located about 20 miles northeast of the Land of Waves, I believe. Anyway, that was after most of our clan was eliminated, and our country destroyed. Anyway, I'll always love you, my son. Bye. Naruto couldn't believe it. A letter from his mom inside the fourth Hokage's old house. Naruto had an idea who his dad was, but to be sure he read the other letter. Dear Naruto, it's me, your dad. My name is Minato Namikaze, otherwise known as the Yellow Flash or the fourth Hokage. If you're reading this, then it means you have the nine-tailed fox sealed inside you and we are no longer with you and the living. I'm sorry that it had to come to this. Your mom and I never wanted this. My wish was for you to be seen as a hero. I hope that's the case, but people can be fickle. I hope you can forgive us. I know it must be a shock, since if you found these letters you probably didn't know we were your parents. The third hopefully told you, but only when he thought you were ready to know the truth. If he didn't tell you, then please don't be so hard on him. He only does what he thinks is best for the people of the village. It may not be the right decision, but he did what he thought needed to be done. Anyway, I guess I should get my dreams for you out of the way like your mom most likely did, haha. Well, I guess they're for the most part the same. Except with the fact that I want you to be the best ninja you can possibly be, if that's what you so choose. But I want you to follow your dreams, Naruto. I wish you the best. I love you, Naruto. Always remember that. Love, Dad. P.S. The jutsu in the scroll with these letters are meant for you. Oh, and don't blame Kakashi of Jiraiya-sensei either. I love you, my son. Bye. Naruto just stared at the letters. He couldn't believe what he read. The man who was his idol and the one who condemned his life to be hell was his own father. He didn't blame either one though. No, but he was royally pissed off at two others. For Naruto was staring the part where his dad said that the third Kakashi knew. I can't believe this. They knew, they fucking knew and didn't tell me. Who the fuck do they think they are, not telling me the truth? It's bullshit. Naruto thought, and boy is he going to give them a piece of his mind. Starting with the third Hokage. In the Hokage Tower, Kakashi and his squad, minus Naruto, were waiting outside the third Hokage's office for Naruto. Once Naruto showed, they would enter to receive their mission. While they were waiting, Squad 10 came walking in to report their C-ranked mission to the third Hokage. Hey Billboard Brow, waiting to just now to get AC ranked? With Sasuke on your team you should have had like 3 of them by now. Oh well, it must be you and Naruto holding him back. What a shame, said Ino, stopping once she saw Squad 7. Can it, Ino Pig? We already finished AC rank days ago. We just came to get another mission. Sakura replied, sticking her tongue out at Ino. Oh yeah? Then Sasuke must have done all the work, considering who his teammates are. Ino and Sakura read the simultaneous sighs from their teammates, and Sensei. Oh man, what a drag. Anyway, where's Naruto? Asked Shikamaru, with his usual lazy, uninterested look on his face. Huh? Oh, he had to get a SCHM. Sakura began, before her mouth was covered. Sakura, this isn't something that should be mentioned to anyone without Naruto's consent. Alright? Whispered Kakashi, releasing his hand from Sakura's mouth so taut when she whispered Asuma wouldn't read her lips. But why, Sensei? I mean with that Jut, Sakura whispered, getting the hint. Why do you think Naruto didn't tell us in the first place, despite the fact we're a team? I don't know. It's because he didn't trust us. If he couldn't trust his teammates, then what makes you think he could trust someone outside the team? But why? Why would he keep a jutsu that powerful a secret? Sakura asked. He has his reasons, Sakura, so for now neither you nor Sasuke can say anything about it to anyone. No matter what, alright? Said Kakashi, understanding why Naruto would be keeping it a secret. What's all this whispering about, Kakashi? Asuma asked. Oh, nothing much. Just teaching Sakura here a few different ways about teamwork that I forgot to mention. Answered Kakashi, with just drop it kind of look. Seeing the look, and not really caring about the reason anyway, Asuma replied. Didn't think you were the type to forget things, Kakashi. Oh well, we should get this report in. See ya, Kakashi? Right, see ya. Said Kakashi. Once Squad 10 entered, Kakashi turned towards Sasuke. Don't worry, I'm not going to go around talking about it to anyone, Kakashi-sensei. Said Sasuke, figuring what Kakashi was going to ask of him. Kakashi just nodded in response. About 10 minutes later, Squad 10 left the Hokage's office, and went of their way. But not until after a few insults were thrown between Ino and Sakura, earning more simultaneous sighs that were just angered. Squad 7 was beginning to wonder where Naruto was at until they heard him, and it didn't sound good. Shut it, Ino, I'm not in the mood for your shit right now. Naruto yelled, after hearing Ino insult his skill and intelligence. Oh boy, this can't be good. Might explain the sudden shiver I got earlier. Kakashi thought, as Naruto was coming up the stairs. Once Naruto was up on the same floor, it seemed as though everything got cold despite the summer having just begun. I need to talk to the old man in private real quick, said Naruto, passing his team. Not even waiting for a response, Naruto just walked onto the Hokage's office without knocking. Okay, now I know this isn't good. Since Naruto has been in the house a few times before, I doubt he could figure that out. But he is unpredictable, but I doubt it, I just hope I'm right. Kakashi thought. Kakashi-sensei? What Naruto's problem? I've never seen him this mad, no even at me when we were in the land of waves. Sakura asked. Sigh, honestly, I have no clue. But something tells me it isn't going to be good. Kakashi replied. Not good for you or the Hokage anyway, judging by the look he gave you. Sasuke thought. Looking up from his desk, the third Hokage saw Naruto, and he didn't look happy. Is there a problem, Naruto? Asked the third, knowing there was just not what. A problem? You're damn right I have a problem. Naruto yelled. Outside the office, Sakura jumped, not expecting Naruto to yell at the third Hokage. This has to be bad, if Naruto's yelling at Lord Hokage. Yeah, and I can almost guarantee that Kakashi-sensei is going to get it too. Sasuke said. What makes you say that? Sakura asked. The way Naruto looked at Kakashi-sensei, before he went onto the office. Sasuke informed. Having activated the security seals in the office in order not to be overheard by anyone outside, the third signaled for his UNBU to leave the office. Continuing the matter at hand, the third asked, in a calm voice, what the problem was. And what would that problem be, Naruto? The problem is that you lied to me. You told me you didn't know who my parents were, and that you would find out. How could you lie to me? You knew how important that bit of information was to me. I'm afraid I don't know WH. Liar! Naruto yelled, slamming the letters on the desk in front of him. Naruto then backed away a bit in order not to tempt himself to strike at the Hokage. Picking up the letters, the third skimmed through them. His eyes shot wide open when he saw that his successor/predecessor had mentioned that he himself did in fact know. I'm sorry I lied, Naruto. Was all the third could say. Sorry? You think sorry is enough after all the years you've lied to me? I went through hell because my own dad sealed the nine tails inside me. Me, his own son. I understand why he did it, I do. But why did you lie to me, to the village? I could have been happy, people would have treated me differently. And I wouldn't have been so alone. So why did you lie to me? Asked Naruto, finally calming down a little and letting his build-up tears fall. You're right. Sorry isn't enough, but it's all I can say. But you must see it from my perspective, Naruto. At the time, even now, people would have mixed feelings about the whole thing. Half, if not more, of the village would have been in denial, and there would have been assassination attempts within the first 24 hours of your birth. That could have caused a civil war within our village, and by the end our enemies would destroy us as soon as it was over. Not to mention the enemies your parents made, Both the Hidden Cloud and Hidden Stone villages would have had assassins come after you within days, or just caused an all-out war, starting the Fourth Great Ninja War. And that's despite that the villages that participated in the previous war haven't even recovered yet, especially ours since we were still at war with the Hidden Cloud at the time. And the law that Mizuki mentioned was meant for your benefit, Naruto. It was to give you a chance to have a somewhat normal life, but that failed because of the older generation. Their hate of the Nine Tails passed on to their children, or at least most of them, explained the third Hokage. It took a few moments for Naruto to let everything he heard to sink in, before he replied. Sai, I guess that makes sense, but you still could have told me. I would have kept it a secret if you told me how important that was. And what would have happened had you accidentally let it slip, because someone teased you of not having any parents or knowing who they are? Countered the third. Naruto opened his mouth to reply, but nothing came out as he didn't have an answer for that. Sai, I get it, said Naruto, defeated. It's not fair. I could have at least be accepted by some. True, but would you really want to be treated like Sasuke is? Being acknowledged by your heritage, and not what you've accomplished. Having accomplishments that you've done is the most rewarding way of receiving acknowledgement, or at least that's my opinion. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I guess you're right, old man. Anyway, where did you find these letters? HMO. Naruto then explained how he told his team about his secret jutsu, how Kakashi told him to grab it so the third can decide what should be done about the scroll, and how he missed the letters all the times before. Needless to say, the third Hokage was stunned. Naruto could notice a hidden compartment behind a loose brick in a fireplace, but not 2 letters beneath a scroll he found, took and later returned. He honestly wondered how Naruto had mastered the flying Raijin jutsu in just a year. It was just mind-boggling. I see, Naruto, this bit of information shouldn't be explained to anyone, except for the ones you absolutely trust not to say anything about it. Do you understand? Asked the third Hokage. Yeah, no problem, old man. But I still got to talk to Kakashi-sensei about it, thought. Naruto replied. Yes. But that can wait, as I believe your team is waiting to be assigned a new mission. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Releasing the security seals, Hiruzen called in the rest of Squad 7. Enter. Good afternoon, Lord Hokage. I hope Naruto hasn't caused too much trouble, has he? Kakashi asked, nervous about what went on in here. Nothing to worry about, Kakashi, although you and Naruto have something to discuss alone later. Hiruzen replied. Of course. We just need a quick D-ranked and we'll be on our way. Yes, here you are. Take care, Kakashi. I've taken most of the heat off of you. With that, Kakashi took the scroll, with a thankful yet fearful look in his eye. Thankful that most of the heat was gone, and fearful about not knowing what to expect to come later. Squad 7 was in the middle of pulling weeds from an herbal garden. Naruto was trying to pay attention so he didn't accidentally pull one of the herbs by mistake. Pissed Naruto. What's up, Sakura? Naruto asked. What was all that about back at Lord Hokage's office? I mean, you were really mad, more than you were back in the land of waves. I just sorta figured something out, and it made me upset is all, nothing to worry about. Naruto responded, with his hand behind his head and his trademark smile. But why were you mad at him and Kakashi-sensei? Don't worry about it, Sakura. I just need to talk to Kakashi-sensei about it later, and that'll be the end of it. Sakura didn't know what to do. She was curious, but remembering what Kakashi had said earlier, figured that Naruto would tell them eventually. Well, okay. Squad 7 was back in the third Hokage's office, to report a successful mission. Good work, all of you. You're dismissed, said the third. Excuse me, said Sakura. What is it, Sakura? The Hokage asked. Well, earlier, when we came here, we didn't just come to request a mission, Sakura informed. Oh? And what else did you come here for? The third asked, having already assumed what it was about, so he activated the security seals in his office and sent the UNBU on their way for the second time that afternoon. Well, Naruto told us that he knew the fourth Hokage's most powerful jutsu. He even showed it to us. He also told us that he found it in the fourth Hokage's old house. So since you all know that the fourth Hokage had no legitimate heir, you figured the scroll that contains the fourth Hokage's jutsu go to Sasuke. Naruto already told me all about it. The jutsu alone has been lost for years now, and we've given up believing that it would turn up. Since no one of our village could find it, then it was believed that it was safest wherever it was hidden. I've known Naruto has the jutsu since before your graduation. In face, he has known the jutsu for over a year without anyone knowing any better. The few people in the village that know about Naruto and his jutsu are in this very room. I believe it's best this way. I've thought about who should possess the fourth Hokage's jutsu scroll, and I believe it's best that Naruto has it. He found the scroll over 2.5 years now, and no one knew of it. Therefore it is safest in Naruto's possession. Understood? Asked the third, leaving the part that Hinata also knew out of it. But what about Sasuke? I believe he could put the jutsu to better use than Naruto, Sakura claimed. If Naruto is willing to share some of his jutsu with his teammates, then that is his decision. But I don't want any of you forcing him to do so. Is that understood? Looking a bit disappointed, Sakura replied. Yes, Lord Hokage. Yes, Lord Hokage, replied Kakashi and Sasuke. Good, then you're all dismissed, stated the third. Squad 7 had split up till training the next day, only Naruto and Kakashi stuck together. They both sat atop the Hokage monument, when Kakashi began. So, what was that all about earlier? I'm sure you're mad at me as well, so ask away. Naruto continued looking over the Leaf Village like he had from when they first got there. Without looking away from the village, Naruto asked. When we first made Genin, why didn't you tell me? And why weren't you there for me, HM? I'm afraid I don't know where you're getting at, Naruto, Kakashi replied. I talking about my parents. The fourth Hokage is my dad, and my mom's name is Kushina Uzumaki. So why? My dad was your sensei, you said it yourself. Kakashi was shocked. He didn't think Naruto would have figured it out by now. I see, so I was right. This is what that was about. You're right, I did say that. I didn't tell you, Naruto, because I didn't know how you'd react if you knew. Also, there would have been consequences, had it come out. I'm sure Lord Hokage told you that. Seeing Naruto nod, he continued. Anyway, I was there for you, Naruto. I was just in the shadows of the shadows, just to ensure your safety and to avoid revealing your heritage. I'm sorry you did see it that way, but it was the only way I could think of. There were a few moments of silence before Naruto spoke again. It's okay, Kakashi-sensei. I understand. I just think it would have been easier for me if I knew a lot sooner, that's all. That maybe, but there was always the chance that you'd let it slip. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, I do. Anyway, sensei, would you mind helping me learn some jutsu from the scroll? It would mean a lot to me if you did. Naruto asked, looking towards Kakashi with a genuine smile on his face. Seeing Naruto smile made Kakashi smile as well, so he replied. Sure, I don't see why not. Thanks, Kakashi-sensei. But first, could you tell me what my parents were like? Let's see. Well, you look a lot like your father, but you act a lot like your mother. They were both kind, and they were thrilled when they found out they were having a baby. Your mother, like you, was never very good in school. She was a tomboy if memory serves. At least that's what your father told me anyway, haha. Kakashi explained. He continued like this for about an hour. Hey sensei, what about the Uzumaki clan? My mom mentioned it in her letter to me. Well, that explains how you found out your heritage. Anyway, the Uzumaki clan, I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I do know. The Uzumaki clan are very well adept in sealing jutsu. It's the most complex type of ninjutsu known, yet the Uzumaki clan made it look as simple as you using your shadow clones. Now your father learned sealing jutsu from Kushina's mother, your grandmother. If that weren't the case, then we'd all be dead, since it was a seal the Uzumaki clan created in case of emergencies. I see, so the Uzumaki clan is pretty badass, huh? But what about the land of eddies? Was that really the home of the Uzumaki clan before the clan was whipped out? And is it really just northeast of the land of waves? Yes, they had the village hidden in the whirlpools. They weren't considered a great shinobi village, but they were powerful. The Uzumaki clan founded that village, and helped found the hidden leaf as well before their own. It's the Uzumaki symbol that's on the back of the flak jacket worn by everyone Chun and up. The same symbol on your back is your clan's symbol, Naruto. As far as we know, you are the only Uzumaki in existence. I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but I thought you'd want the truth. But on the bright side, I do know that anyone with bright red hair, like your mother's, is probably of Uzumaki descent. No guarantee, but it's better than not knowing. Naruto stared back out towards the village during Kakashi's explanation. He was saddened by the thought that he had no distant relatives, but he could always hope since his mom said most of the clan was eliminated. Most didn't necessarily mean all, so with some hope he might run into a relative someday. And that was better than nothing. With a small smile, Naruto said, Thanks, Kakashi-sensei, it really meant a lot to me to know everything you just told me. Anyway, I'm starving, I didn't get to eat lunch with everything going on. I'll see you tomorrow, sensei. With that, Naruto was off toward Ichiraku's for a huge helping of ramen. Haha, that kid. Well, at least he's happy. I'm sure that's what you wanted, right, sensei? Kakashi thought, looking down at the fourth Hokage's stone head.